was literally that easy. It was literally that easy. Literally. It was literally that easy. It was that easy. It was that easy. Like, that just baffles and befuddles me. That the fix for this problem... Let's get into it. I ain't got time for this shit. These hookers I have a pimp out here. They try to give pimps high blood pressure. I don't want that. I got regular ass. I got good blood pressure.
Let's go, old timer.
All right, old timer. Here we go. Yeah, let's give him some equipment. Shit, you need a gun? What you need, baby? I got you. I got everything you need right here. Oh. Oh, no, they need armor. Gas mask? I don't think I have any armor, homie. You might be on your own. I gave him an AK-47. What else does he need? Corey says, did it start working as soon as you shut? Yeah, of course it did. As soon as I shut it down and turned it back on, it's like, oh, here we are. And by the way, that is to this day, El Gato. Please. Actually, in El Gato's defense right now, let me turn my jokes off. The issue was OBS. I don't like El Gato shit, so I'm taking advantage of making fun of them. In this specific case, the problem was OBS. But El Gato surely doesn't make it. I've been saying for years, why doesn't, like, El Gato's biggest problem is being recognized by your computer and actually broadcasting the stuff it says it's supposed to broadcast. I've never understood why these stupid-ass, cheap-ass boxes that they sell for $100 that took 12 cents to make, how is it that you're not putting a reset? But, like, there should be a reset button on the device. You just push it, and it resets everything and starts it back over without killing your stream. I just saved El Gato billions of dollars. Right? I don't know. Probably not. Alright, I don't think I have... What about this metal plate? Anything? I don't have anything I can give this brother. Well, you on your own then, ho? I need to heal up. Shit. Only have 2? It's better than none, I guess. Let's grab 1. I need to stock up on more of these. More of these. Jesus is the way. Oh, I will... Oh, that's right. My bad, dadgup. That's what we want. That's what we need. Right there, Jesus. Right in the groove. Now, what we do is come on over here and heal up. Now, I've put so many trees in this fortress. How are they still complaining about the air quality? Look at all these trees I put up, y'all. I put up 17 trees. Well, 5. That's like 17 trees. How many trees do you need to breathe, man? We got all the breathing going on in the world. And y'all keep yelling about these damn trees. I put some more trees in your ass. That's where I'm going to put them. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight with game therapy? Let's go to trees. Where my trees at, man? I want to make some pretty trees. There we go. Oh, so this has nothing to do... Well, wait a minute. If I'm putting these trees down, how is it not contributing to the air quality? Okay, so what contributes to the quality of air then? I thought it was the trees. So the trees are not... Well, how is air quality... Okay. You going to tell me how to get this right? Okay, so none of those do air quality. Do these? Okay, these do. Oh, okay, it does. Okay, an air purifier. Well, of course, that helps with air. I don't know why I thought plants took care of the air quality. Apparently, I don't know how ecosystems work because I'm dumb. Well, if you don't get out of this window, I'll kill you. Give me the mushrooms. Oh, I need mushrooms. This all the mushrooms we got, you punk bitch. We need like 90 mushrooms. Come on, man. Damn. Come, this is all the mushrooms we got. This it? Y'all some hoe assholes, man. Let me see. Can I make some mushrooms in here? Can I do it, baby? Nope. You need mushrooms to make mushrooms, ho. F you. Yep. F you. All these mushrooms. That's all you get, ho. No mushrooms. I guess I better find some mushrooms on this mission we're on. Otherwise, they're going to start bitching about the air quality for real. This whole time, I've been planting trees and shit. Wait a minute. If I destroy a tree, can I get my mushrooms back? Can we do that? Yep. Sure can. Thank you, ho. Give me my mushrooms, you punk-ass bitch. I want my money. Can you handle this, ho? A hooker always needs her money. Okay, now, can I make an air purifier now? What's happening? What's happening, baby? Can I make the air cool to the touch? Okay. Oh, now we smoking. Now we kicking. Got the air donkey lever or whatever it's called. Air washing unit. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I could have made the air washing unit without the mushrooms. Why didn't y'all tell me that, you punk bitches? I'm telling you, everybody's a punk bitch. That's what the problem is. The whole world is just punk bitches. We just gonna stack them on top of each other, man. That's how I do it. I make all kind of air purifiers. They don't know me. There's one right here, too. Bow! Look at all the air we purifying up in here. I'm doing nothing but purifying air. All that clean air y'all breathing, that's thanks to me. You're a benevolent master. Now get out to my fields and plow some shit so I can have some money. Alright. Actually, that's not gonna fly. Not on my watch. we ain't going out like that. You ain't gonna have no raggedy ass looking crib. Alright, let's get back to work. Alright, homeboy, let's get to talking.
Ready for another gig?
Yeah, baby, let's gig it up. Oh, I ain't got nothing for you, boy.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Alright, let's see what missions we got. See, Manuel or Angel, depending on what you prefer.
Can't be real. No. No. No.
Uh-oh. Did everybody just die? Did I take too long?
Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this.
Word.
Go. Die. Fade. Portal. Help. Die. Igor.
Corey, it's good to hear you're doing well, my man. I'm very happy about that. What I'm not so happy about is where's my damn lemon? Okay, here it is. Despite reports that you've heard on the internet, sunglasses do make it harder to see in dark rooms. And while this room is lit with lights, it is still very dark to the person who's sitting in it. All right, so we're doing our next story sequence. This ought to be fun. The thing I don't understand is...
Time. What is time, Igor?
I told you this game had to do with a bunch of time travel, and I promise you the crazy guy in the game is Igor. It has to be.
Is it a straight line?
I'm looking
An
for
arrow
supplies
fired at the
while I'm
dawn
out
of
here. Bump
creation,
that.
moving steadily towards infinity? A universal constant that cannot be altered?
Oh, they're getting philosophical now. Watch out. This is the... Alright, I guess there's nothing to explore here. This is just a story. See, I should have known better.
Or is it something much more? A fourth dimension that can change? Slowing down. Something that can take the form of cosmic strains, infinite, full of mass and energy, bending reality and space, going on forever? You arrived at your base wounded and scarred, but you didn't know the correct password for Olivier.
I guess I don't have a choice.
Go ahead, Igor. Change the past.
Hands where I can see them. What's the password?
Nostalgia. We don't have time for games, Olivier. Can't you tell it's me?
You picked the password. Let's just stick to the rules, shall we? Come on in.
And if you could change any of your decisions.
Oh, nice. That was well done, game
Or would it
designers.
create an alternate universe? This is your chance to rethink the decisions you've made.
I told you
A
this dude
chance
was a
to
time
reshape
traveler.
the fabric of space-time reality. A chance to alter your timeline.
Oh, the crazy place again. Oh, hell.
We can be together, Igor, but you have to learn the truth if you truly want to find me. Sashko asked you to destroy the Moscow Eye or make it work for you. Your choice was to make use of the PDA upgrade.
Interesting. Wait, what was the choice I made? Let's go back to it.
Sashko asked you to destroy the Moscow Eye or make it work for you. Your choice was to make use of the PDA upgrade.
Well, and that PDA upgrade really didn't help me very much, so I might be inclined to change that memory. Let's see what happens.
Change the past, Igor. See where it leads you.
What took you so long? Did the tiny dancer get your attention? Old man said it would. He's gotta test you before he decides if he likes you. Every fucking thing is a test with that crumbling fruitcake. But at least he pays well.
Are you going to explain to me what this is all about?
Captain Spastic said you'd recognize a big fucking radar assembly and that it means something to you. Then he mumbled something about the Rat King and the end of the world, but I don't think he was serious about that part.
I came here to talk to the old man, not his errand boy. I'm going back.
The fuck you say? You're a lucky son of a bitch. I'd mess you up, but then I wouldn't get paid. Now shut your fucking face and pay attention when your betters are talking. You got a choice to make. It's easy. You can either use the detonator to blow this metal monstrosity to Kingdom Come, or you can use the other thingy to upgrade your PDA. That will improve the functionality of every scanner in the network.
Why do I have to choose?
Don't know. Don't care. I did my fucking job. Now you do yours.
And who the hell are you supposed to be?
I'm a man on a job, that's all. Yeah? That's all you need to know, friendo. Last piece of advice. This guy is crazy loco, sure, but there's always some kind of reason behind what he's doing.
Don't you even think about passing up on this golden opportunity. There's other landmarks we can blow up later if you need to let off some steam.
What up, Tristan?
Terracon asked you to burn all of his notes. You did as he asked, but you gave up the chance to find more information about me.
Oh, good. We're gonna find out about you anyway. That's the point of the game.
These events have not happened yet, as the future is not predetermined. Come back later, Igor.
What? That's dope. You can see stuff that's gonna happen? This game's crazy as shit. Thank you, storytellers, for not boring the hell out of me. God bless you. By the way, Ryan, that Totally Honest or whatever it's called trailers for Tales of Arise was pretty spot on. That dude hit a lot of the notes. It's a very parochial, basic RPG slathered in great graphics. It's just a mediocre RPG is really all it is. And with a really, really, really shitty economy system because the developers got lazy at the end because it's not fair. Developers are never lazy. The publishers wanted money and said, fuck it, these apes will pay for a shitty product because they're bored and it's a pandemic. Put it out like it is. And the developers were like, no, let us fix it so the customers will be happy. And the publisher was like, everyone will be dead by the time those customers get around to giving a fuck. Their kids will still be buying games from us. Just put this shitty game out. And then and by the way, all the shit where I tried to be empathetic and objective about Tales of Arise, Namco just landed their motherfucking ass in the same place Ubisoft did. Because I didn't realize, because I didn't look it up, that whole economy system in Tales of Arise that's all fucked up. Let me give you one guess, one of the solutions to it. Anybody want to guess what one of the solutions to the fucked up economy is? Anybody in the comments? Namco, you pieces of shit for pulling that. Now, I'm not going to say your whole, legacy is ruined, but you fucked up with Tales of Arise because you pulled a Ubisoft thinking you thought the people who didn't pay attention to shit like that wasn't going to see it. But now we seen it, and that's your ass. Shooting brothers in the ass. That's what we do. Anybody want to guess? Anybody want to guess one of the solutions to the shitty economy in Tales of Arise? So yeah, I don't take back, saying that there are good elements to the game, but on principle, I can't endorse that horse shit because they did the same thing in Assassin's Creed. Why I don't fuck with Ubisoft except for Ghost Recon anymore. Fuck them. I don't need video games. They can stop making them shits tomorrow. I'll be all right. I still got my Sega Genesis. Peace. Ed Tristan for the win says you can pay real money to get fake money. Sure can. Can't help but think the reason why you made the game so goddamn arduous and annoying is so that I'd be incentivized to pay that money at the end of the game where you made it absolutely the hardest to have money. That doesn't sound like maybe a conflict of interest that some ethics committee should have fucking looked into, but nobody gives a fuck because the gaming industry is making $6 trillion and all the politicians and people that help this shit happen are getting paid. Fuck them. It's horseshit. Like, can we please stop doing business like this? Because it doesn't have to be that way. Like, hey, check it. Death Stranding exists. See that? Not a perfect game by any stretch, but well over hundreds of hours of getting into it if you really want to dig in and be in a world where it's actually fun to be there and you feel like you're there and you can feel the tension and the danger and the fear and the empowerment when you finally get to that point in the game. Yep, at no point did a pop-up say, hey, we noticed this game was pissing you off because you can't get the economics you need without doing the shitty side quests. Want to pay us a little money to get to the next part of the game? I didn't see that. Gaggle of Whores. G-O-W. I know people think that stands for God of War. Nay. Gaggle of Whores. That's Namco and Ubisoft are now in the and Activision are all in the gaggle of whores. I started taking inventory, like, what do I even play at this point that Activision makes? Because fuck them. I don't need to buy any of their fucking games. I hate most of them, don't I? Don't I hate most, except for Tony Hawk, I guess. I still, of course, they're not making any good Tony Hawk shit, so I can just play the old shit. All of your timeline memories will be rewritten according to your current progress. Let's get it. Turbo's in the house. What up? Ryan said inventory management. Slow. Man, Jolly had this slow clap segment in one of our movies that's coming out for this channel, in the movies he's helped me produce. I cried. It had this slow clap sequence. I can't remember what it was for. I got to pull up the old videos. I had to have watched that shit. I can't wait to show you guys the movies that Jolly's been making for the channel, because they're way funnier than the live show. Because, like, if you guys don't know how film works, like, is Jolly here? I want to save this conversation for him. I'll repeat it. Like, if y'all don't know how film works, and I don't know a lot about it, I know very little from my limited experience, but from what I've seen and what I've studied of other people, your editors make your shows. In fact, I've heard Fred Armisen talk about the editors on Portlandia, which those editors, the editors in Portlandia are amazing. But your editors, like, the movies are way funnier than the live shows, because it's just Jolly. Just the slow clap scene, I think I rewinded 400 times. I couldn't stop watching it. Miko was like, what are you watching? I was like, me. I was like, Jolly actually made me funny. Oh, God. Oh, man. That could be a shirt, but probably best to use the acronym. I'll spell it out. Gaggle of Whores. That's it, because I make these provocative shirts. I make them specifically for you all. I make them for me and for you for the same reason. They're provocative because they're weird. Wearing them will get you attention. And I think it's the first law of power. It's one of the damn laws of power. Court attention at all costs. Now, I adjust that. Courting attention at all costs, there's certain lines I'm not willing to cross. That's why you haven't, seen me starring in any adult films. But, get attention at all the costs your morality will let you pay, right? But it's like they're designed to be attention getters. So, like, when you're at a seminar or at a place, someone's gonna be like, oh, damn, did you guys see that I added Thug Mattress? The shirt that, like, I promise you, Thug Mattress becomes our top selling shirt at some point. Like, I guarantee you that shirt sells millions because it doesn't make sense. It's like, what the fuck is Thug Mattress? Nobody knows. Urban Dictionary has a definition, but what was this guy getting at? Just Thug Mattress, baby. Like, I would, if I was still in the world where I was trying to date, I would do nothing but wear my t-shirts. Not because they would, like, work to, like, oh, I love that shirt, let me give you a date, but because somebody, especially an extrovert, is going to see the shirt and be like, what's up with your shirt, dog? Uh-oh. I may get interrupted here during the show, gang, for some help that I'm giving a dear friend of mine who's they have a book launch coming out tomorrow, and a lot of things are going poorly, and we're trying to help. God love him. It's a dear friend of mine that we're trying to help out. So I may have some interruptions here because we're trying to help people out in the world who are killing it and doing things for people not get abused by the people who would try to stop them. So yeah, like I would wear thug mattress to the club just because some woman is gonna be like, what is a thug mattress? And then I'd make up a story that kept the person talking to me. And eventually I would turn the conversation into just like, if it was a person I was interested in, I'd just turn the conversation into asking questions about them. You're going to get a good book on that in the 52 book challenge that we're doing here. That's going to teach you how to talk to people easily and what to do when you talk to them. And so for you introverted people that are always talking about, I don't know what to say. Your real problem isn't that you know, it's not that you don't know what to say. It's that you're an introvert and you're probably talking to someone who's not interesting to talk to. So you can't get much out of them. It's not that you're awkward. It's that they're probably not a social butterfly. Like, you know, you could be crazily extroverted but not be crazily social or want to talk about things. And I've noticed that introverts, in some cases, it seems to be the introverts, total observation, no science, just anecdotal, who hate small talk more than us extroverts. I hate small talk too, but that's because I'm an elitist asshole that I play on TV. But I hate small talk just because I hate wasting time, you know, unless it's about a topic like video games or football I care about. But the book will show you, like, this is exactly how to get people to like you. It's very easy. But the shirt is just a disruptor. It's just designed to make somebody stop and say, thug mattress, huh? Yeah, like if somebody, you know, I have answers I would give while I'm wearing the shirt. But, you know, you got to come up with your own story. Just like the Believe in Steve thing. Like, hashtag Believe in Steve is going to get 10 questions at the party. Like, who is Steve? And then you just make up a story, and then you turn the conversation into talking about them. Next thing you know, you were the life of the party, man. And then you're the Believe in Steve person. That Believe in Steve guy, man, he was awesome at the party. You remember him? Yeah, I remember the Believe in Steve guy. You talked to him too, man. He was fascinating. What was it about him that made him so fascinating? And that's the secret the book will teach you. It'll tell you exactly what that secret is. So you might want to get on this 52 book challenge we're doing.
Partner,
Shoot.
I know how to make small shaped charges, perfect for demolition locks.
Right. I can see that coming in handy.
But first, I need you to pick up the plastic left over from the Dugar radar operation.
Sounds like it's worth it.
I'm a practical man. I wouldn't go suggesting shit like this if it was just a waste of time.
Word.
I built my first pipe bomb when I was 8. I can make a charge from just about anything.
How did such a promising young man ever end up here?
I've left some plastic
That's
in
a
my
good
old
line.
hidey-ho. Bring it here and I'll get it to work.
Hey,
Ready to
game
go?
dialogue that didn't suck.
Sure.
I'll mark the building on your map. It's in the Duga radar facility.
Understood. I love a good cutscene when I'm not bored out of my mind. That was good. And it made me laugh. Like, I want to shout out every bit of dialogue in every video game I play that actually is entertaining. I want to praise it. I want to make a t-shirt about it. I want to meet the person who wrote it so I can kiss them in the mouth. Mwah! Uh-oh, Ryan's getting business. Ryan says 3 local attorneys just added me on LinkedIn. Money coming. That's that network working, homie. When I was younger, I used to always hate when people said, your network is your net worth. But then you get older and realize, oh shit, that shit is true. Like, God damn, that's a corny ass cliche, but there's some damn truth in it. All right, so let's send, we got 1 day left, so we're going to miss something. So let's definitely get the food drop. Come on, too hot. Hey, too hot, lady. Better run for shelter, better run for shade. Baby, it's too hot, yeah. Too hot, oh. Okay, so it was hardware for real men. I was wondering we're pretty far into the story, gang. In fact, I think we're over halfway through the game. Let's check it. Depending on how the story parts pan out, let me take a look. Like, just looking at sheer quest lines, we're at hardware for real men. Yeah, we're about a little under the halfway point of the game. That's dope. We're making progress. Let's go to work. Oh, tell you.
Charges? I always knew that you had something explosive hidden inside of you,
I
Professor
do, girl.
Khymynuk.
Want to see it?
Just be very careful, love. Once you help someone, you can easily become responsible for them.
So that lady we're talking to is his, I guess, his significant other, who I'm pretending to respond to, who can't hear me. It's his wife, or I can't remember if it's his wife or his girlfriend. I think it's actually his wife. That is absurd. Shouts out to the Vectrex, Bob Ross, and one Sam Porter Bridges. Day 10, afternoon in Moscow. Let's go to work. Oh, it's kick-ass 30 now.
Okay,
We ready.
Sashko. I'm in position.
You should find the place, no problem. It's in a one-way store.
Oh, sniff out the
Must lie.
weed. Sniffing
I
out
think I
the
know where it is.
weed. Every video game that has... I think we need to make it a standard that every game we play from going forward has to have weed in it. So that means all the Resident Evil games, I think they have weed. Arcania has weed, so we're good there. Can't remember if Two Worlds has weed. We get some weed in Two Worlds. I forgot to use this the last time we played, but that shows you where everything is. Damn, this doesn't play around. It really does show you everything. Mushrooms. Yes! All the mushrooms, Jesus. All of them. Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. Dookie zone, Dookie zone. All right, we radiating out here. Just radiating and vacillating, boy. I'm trying to figure out what's the corniest shit I could say ever. Like, when I hit it, y'all will know. Ooh, I got some shotgun slugs for your ass in the kitchen hole. Oh, snap it. I just get myself stuck? That would really suck if I did. I don't think I did, though. Nope. Oh, you are the whore of Babylon. Mushrooms, mushrooms, mushrooms. Can I push through this little hole in the Joan? I can jump on the sign, though. Watch me jump on this sign. Watch me muscle this game. I'm about to show this game who is boss, ho. You are not ready for me. Get your black ass out of here and watch me how I do my business like the coldest pimp who's ever lived. Oh, shit, they seen him. They seen the coldest pimp, y'all. What do? Hide. Coldest pimp ain't supposed to get seen. Coldest pimp's supposed to stay under the radar. Oh, hell. The coldest pimp. The exploration in this game, I could just do that. I don't need to do nothing else. We just be out here partying. All right, so that's the house we blew up in it. With the dude in it. Is that more mushrooms? Hell yeah, it is, Jesus. And Jesus better know. He's Jesus. He does know. Okay. Well, he said he didn't know the day he was coming back. Oh, well, he didn't know it then. He probably knows it now. I'm sure God told him as soon as he got back to heaven. He's like, hey, man, you ready?
Run most you can.
I must be tired. This doll isn't really talking, is it?
Yes.
You're making a big mistake. Why did you come here?
Pimple.
Watch out for him. He can do you serious harm.
Shit, we already shot his ass.
Only find pain here.
Shut up! Just shut up!
He is coming, Igor. He's close.
This game is terrifying. No, not that, you gang of, you hooker of hookers. This game is terrifying, man, because now he's close, and he comes out of places where you least expect his ass, and he's like, hey, brother, what's happening? Like, hey, man, you can't be sneaking up on people like that. That's why I shot you last time. And why aren't you dead? I shot you. Oh man, I thought he grabbed me. I thought when it turned. Oh, Jesus.
One last sweep and I'm done. Great.
Oh, there he is. Okay, okay. All right, okay.
He's behind cover! Flank him!
Who yelled that? Well, they're gonna know my last known location based on their...
Just one guy! One guy! Get him!
Yeah, get it. Come on, get it. Yeah, ho.
Over there! We need to lure him out!
Please come get some of this loving. I know you need all you can get.
Smoke the motherfucker out!
Here he comes.
He's behind cover! Flank him! I've lost visual. I repeat, no visual on target.
You damn right, because the target's a cold-ass pimp who likes to stay in the shadows to keep his hose in line. And you're my hose. Mister, you ain't got no visibility on him. Right. Oh, damn, the whole army heard that shit. Okay, now I got eyes on. Alright, let's get to our objective. Stop messing with these guys.
Enemy in sight! Light him up!
Yeah, light him up. Ooh, the sergeant's coming. What up, Sarge? Uh-oh, they got lasers, bitch! They got lasers for your ass! Get low. Get low. Get low, 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 low.
Motherfucker's vanished! We gotta find his ass!
Y'all are really bad at tactics. He didn't vanish. He just jumped 8 feet in the air. How did y'all not see that shit? Alright, he's flanking. Come on around this corner, ho. I got something for you. I got something waiting on your monkey ass as soon as you get here, too. Oh, they moved. Okay. They don't want it with me. They playing scared. Right now, I need to get your boys' equipment, though. Gimme, gimme. Then I'm gonna come through the little cut right here, which is completely not tactical, knowing this was where we had enemy contact, but who cares? I'm doing it because it's a video game. And it's fun to do things that are completely fake that you would never get away with in real life. That must be what people love about Call of Duty. Ah, they went on the other side of the fence! They're dumb! Oh, this is great. I'm having way too much fun killing. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there's 3 of them now.
Unauthorized personnel within the perimeter! Take him down!
Didn't mean to do that, but it's all good. Let's get him out of here. Stay on target. Let them mosey around worrying about where I'm at or not at. No, wrong. This. Come on. Give me something. There we go. Looking for mushrooms, baby. Need them. They help me craft things that I need to keep my people healthy and loved and full of compassion. Damela. I thought so.
What's that smell?
Your
Did
mama?
someone take a shit out here or what?
This thing is right in the way of the thing I need to see on the screen. Okay, eyes on. I saw him. I just need to outmaneuver him.
Another hour gone. 3 more to go.
2. Eyes on 2. And apparently I'm 9 feet tall because I'm standing over all these fences and trucks. The one video game that makes me tall. It's the one where I need to be shit. Shit. Get in here. Get in here. Come get this ass whooping that you need, brother. I know you need it too because I've seen you. I was at your mama's house last night. She was talking about you. I hate that motherfucker. I hope you kill him next time you see him. I said, well, man, I'll do my best.
Patrolling Pripyat almost makes you wish you were someplace else.
Yeah, ho. There it goes. Alright. Now where's my objective? Let's keep it moving. So they got Jesus at the top of this thing, and then the globe, and then the Iwo Jima guys. It's an interesting statue. Hey, look at that! Like, the discovery in this video game is so dope. Like, the stuff you could just find by exploring that ties into the story, but also has these little cutscenes where the doll starts talking to you. That's how you do some storytelling. Damn, I didn't know y'all had it in you. I think that's one of the things I had to find. Oh, shit, what is that? That ain't no human. The hell was that? Tell me y'all didn't see that. I'm not the only one who saw that thing moving around. Oh, hell, they got me walking right into it. Okay. Invisible wall. I'm gonna have to guess. Oh, my objective is right up here anyway. The soundtrack in this game is dope too. I think I've said that probably a lot of times at this point, but it is very eerie, but also the melodies are nice. Okay, stairs. God, this game needs an FOV slider yesterday. Oof. The FOV in this game is terrible. It's way too zoom. I guess it's like that to add to how scary the game is. I get that. But it does not make the combat sequences fun. Or as fun as they could be.
Sashko, I found the plastique box, but it's empty. There are some droppings and... is it possible rats took your charges?
Well, Well, shit, those sneaky bastards must have been really hungry.
Now what?
Well, no charges means more work for me and also more work for you. I can make the compound from scratch, but that means I'll need the ingredients from somewhere else. But first, we need to take care of the rat problem.
What do you mean?
You got the detonator? Press the button.
Why would I do that?
To blow these bastards to Rat Kingdom come. I don't want them running around with my charges.
I'm done with your whole living dangerously routine. I'm not going to do it.
Too bad.
Do you have any sense at all?
Whatever. Do what you want.
Where do you even come up with this shit?
It's not a real detonator. It's just a prop. I was just messing with you, Professor. Trust me, I wouldn't risk a life of my brave companion like that. But you still need to go to find my other stash and bring me the components I need. It's right next to the connector.
Asshole. Sasko will not like this. I'm gonna shoot him in his face when I get back. See how he likes that shit. Just shitty ass jokes. See how he likes a shotgun in the face. How you like that? You like that? Sasko? Huh? Oh, you dead. Sorry. Let me revive your ass with my Jesus powers. Get up, Sasko. You like that? Shoot his ass again. See, that's why I couldn't have been Jesus. Raising people from the dead, because I just shoot. I'd be shooting people just to... I'd shoot them to make my point, and then there'd be so many resurrections from all the people I shot. Because if you resurrect them, they can't be mad. Like, you killed him, but he brought him back. You just let him know, hey, don't fuck around. I'll shoot you. But I always bring you back. I don't hold grudges. I just need you to know you stepped wrong, and now I got to shoot your ass. That's the way this got to go. Let's bring some baladies in it.
Sashko, I found the building, but it's crawling with NAR soldiers. Looks like they know about the stash. Any ideas?
Fuckers, they must have spotted me earlier.
A little heads up would be appreciated next time.
Hey, you got this, man. You're better at this shit than you give yourself credit for.
Thanks, but...
You're breaking up. I'm losing signal. Igor, signal.
Sashko! Sashko! Damn it!
Dude, he's trolling you. That's not real. Come on, turn that corner hole. I'm gonna jump out like a hole in your ass. Be patient. Be patient. This is why I suck at Metal Gear, because I just want to get on with it, and I don't want to sit here for an hour watching this dude. But we'll be patient. There's two. Shit. See, this is the Metal Gear shit I can't stand, but at least this game makes it not hard to do. But I need to sit here patiently and observe. Like, we would have already done this shit before getting into this fight. I know their patrol patterns. But we'll be alright. It's just Patience Simulator 2000 is what Metal Gear Solid should be called. Turbo says, Brian Chambers, you know, Jesus didn't need a Tommy gun to take someone out. This is true. But it would be more fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I just snapped a finger and people started dying, that wouldn't be any fun. What's the excitement in that? But you are correct, Turbo. You are indeed correct. All in your asshole. Alright, let's go get number 2. Where's his gun? I want his gun too. Oh, he didn't drop. Did he not drop his gun this time? Maybe not. See, Metal Gear would have never let me do that. Like, this game helps you not waste a lot of time with the stealth, which that makes it tolerable. Where this sequence would otherwise take 17 minutes of me watching these guys, like, dude, just get on with it. Metal Gear would have been, and then 47 people would have ran out here and started shooting. It's like, dude, who likes that shit? I guess people being chased, maybe that's what they like. It's annoying to me. Oh, I slid out on that ass one more again. Where the booty at? Whoop, there it is. Opening up the earth worked. Well said, Turbo. Well said. Opening up the way. All I can say is well said. That was good. Alright, we got eyes on 3. Where, which one of these stupid ass... Oh, it's going to be right in the cut, isn't it? Yep. Oh.
What a day. What a shitty, shitty day.
Who is saying that? Because it sounds close by. But it doesn't look... Shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, take a look-see at that, ho. I need to really pay attention to what I'm doing because all his buddies are en route. Guaranteed. Hooker, easy. Get what you need. I was looking right at the guy, talking about, where is he? Like, camouflaged in front of you. Use your skills of observation that apparently suck. Oh, okay. I'll get on that. Oh, come on, man. Let me push through right there. That's tactical. That ain't hip-hop. Just trying to find an entrance to this building, Jesus. Thank you. Interesting. I wonder if that's a real, like, kids comic thing. Damn, who saw me that time? Oh, a guy patrolling the building, probably on the outside, saw me through the window. Nothing wrong with that, baby. Come on in the building. Let's do some killing. That's my favorite thing is killing. Let's do it. Give me a target to shoot. It'll be a lot of fun. Bow! All in your ass. Told you to stop chasing me, bitch. I ain't the one you should be chasing, hope. Cause I'll shoot you all up in your face. And the fact that the game gives you a way to get out of having to shoot people, nice touch. Very nice touch, video game. And we need to be prepared for Scary Guy, who I think is just us from the future, to come on in here and screw with us. Because this is a... Oh, them damn dolls. Terrifying ass dolls. Yeah, Metal Gear played like this, I'd actually like the games a lot more. Hey, I guess Kojima ain't working on it no more, and I'm not even gonna bother mentioning Konami. Because they ain't doing shit. That looked like a... Alright, where's the bridge? This should be it right here based on the terrain. Yep. Alright. And our objective should be in here as well. Or at least somewhere nearby. Oh, snap. Was it not in here to begin with? Maybe not. Alright, I misjudged the distance and thought it was in here. It's actually not in the building at all. Alright. No problem. We did some good exploration in here. Door open? Yeah, we good. Yes. Yes. All of the things to me. The good things. And that Chernobylite is piercing, man. sound-wise.
Me. Now it's your turn.
Oh, snap. Somebody saw me from outside? Who's out there? Or is there somebody in the building? Is there somebody patrolling the building? Or is that from outside? That's crazy.
I have to take a leak soon.
Leak it up, brother. Ah, he is in the building. Yeah, you need to get your leak on, baby. Get your beak on at Club Freak On.
I could use another cup of coffee, preferably with brandy.
What's it gonna be, big man? Thought so. Thought so. Thought so.
I could use a smoke.
Got him. All right, so let's get into the question for tonight. Audience, are you ready? First question for the night, and then we'll get ready to take our first break, too. I need to go check on my wife and my friend anyway. So we'll finish this quest first before we do that. But I will ask the question of the day, the question of the show, or one of the questions of the show. Question of the show. Who is your favorite person that you've never met? Now, let me define never met, because we now live in the world of the internet. So I will count interacting with them on the internet as meeting. So make it somebody that you've just never had any encounter with whatsoever. Who is your favorite person that you never got to meet? And I'll give my answer after the break. Somebody remind me, because I know I'll forget. All right, I think we're good here. Let's actually stay out of the building. That's going to make us a little bit faster. I like pillows. Dude, oh shit! It's a whole gang. Really needed my other rifle for this joint. Turbo says, wrapping my mind around favorite. And you can have more than one. Did he see me here? I'm hidden. I thought I was hidden. Nope, not hidden. And definitely not hidden, because now he's shooting at a brother. Your mama's at will. Shit! I knew I was going to run out. Do I have anything else in my inventory? I don't think I do. Oh, but I do, ho. Oh, but I do, ho. I got plenty of ammo for this other gun. I'ma light your monkey ass up with. Where are you, ho? Eyes on. Here it come. Shit, I can't fuck. All in your ass. Now what, biatch? Didn't want to have to kill y'all dumbass hoes, but that's the way it had to go, because y'all wanted to engage and whatnot. Y'all thought I didn't have no more guns on hand? You out your mind. I was just using my shotgun, baby, until, you know, I had to do something else. I think this is the stuff we're looking for. No? According to this, I'm standing on it. Oh, I am standing on it. Imagine that.
Sasha, I found your components.
Glad to hear it. For a moment there, I thought I might lose my favorite partner in crime.
Was that supposed to be humor, Sashko? Not bad for a first try.
Yeah! You have reached a new level for your ass. Gotta level up. When I get back to the base, you gotta level up. I think we killed everybody at this point. Is there anybody else left for the shooting part? I don't think so. Let's get up out of here. T.I.'s in the house. Let's see. Stash says Robin Williams. That's a good one. Yes. Or Jesus. Yes. Two great ones. I would love to have met Robin Williams. He's one of the guys that he's one of the reasons this show exists. Because he was a huge freaking, like, he wasn't a direct mentor to me, but I used to watch, like, I watched a couple, I think I watched one of his movies and one of his stand-up sets where he did I bought back when you bought DVDs. Matter of fact, I think it was Weapons of Mass, that special he did in the earlier 2000s. I want to say I got the DVD, and he had commentary on it. And he was he was being.
You know the difference between dynamite and nitroglycerin? I need you to be more stable, like dynamite, and less like nitroglycerin, which will just blow a person to hell for no reason.
You want to make an omelet? You gotta crack a few skulls. Am I right?
If you know so much about eggs, how about helping out with the cooking?
Nah, that's your department. I'll stick to what I'm good at. Blowing shit up.
Yeah. What was I talking about before Shashko so rudely interrupted my ass? I had a good point I was trying to make. Or at least it was fun to me. Alright, everybody succeed in their missions? Okay, everybody won. So, that's all the food you got on the food run, you black motherfucker? Like, how... Your babysitter was in college with Robin Williams. She said he was, oh God, hanging out with that dude, I'd lose my mind. Probably. But he was a huge, so in the commentary of his show, thank you, Turbo, for reminding me of what I was thinking of with your comment. He starts telling stories about how he got into comedy, because, you know a bit of his backstory. He was going to be a politician at first. And he talked about, like, how can you know, like, how do you prepare yourself to do comedy? How can you know if you're funny? And he said, honestly, one of the, and this is a 20-year-old memory, probably, or a 15-year-old memory, probably. So I don't remember the exact words, but the gist I took away from it was, well, one of the greatest ways to know you're funny is watch the people around you. Like, if you talk and people laugh, he's like, especially your family. He's like, my family was my first clue that I was funny. Because he's like, I think his point was your family are some of the hardest people to make laugh because they know you so much. Part of getting people to laugh is being unpredictable. It's saying something at the punchline that they weren't expecting that kind of cuts them. And he's like, if you can make your family laugh, you can stand on stage and make people laugh. And I was like, that always gave me courage, because I always thought, and I am, like, I'm a little corny at times, and now I lean into it on purpose. But it's like, when I want to be funny and make people laugh, that gave me courage. Because I tried to be the class clown in high school and just sucked at it. And then I was actually okay at it by the time I got to college, until my sergeant major yelled at me for being the class clown. But and he was right, too. He was squaring away a young dude that didn't have a whole lot of maturity. Maybe he still doesn't. In some ways. But, yeah, Robin Williams is a great one. I love that. But, yeah, I would love to have just sat and listened to him talk. And said, I would say nothing in front of that muppet. Just, please, Robin. Good day. I'd like to sit here for the next 4 hours, and whatever comes out of your mouth, even if it's silence, I'm going to watch it and enjoy it. I think that dude could make sitting in a room silently funny. Like, just, and then you can't not laugh. It's like, come on, man, damn. It's like, I didn't do nothing. I'm just sitting here. Yeah, but you are the embodiment of funny. Like, if funny had a human form, is you. Robin Williams, the king, man. God rest his soul. Good call. Anyway, I'm going to take a quick break to check on the missus. I actually need a tea refill too, so we'll be gone a couple of seconds. Remember, gang, remember, do not forget the Alamo. But also remember our 52 book challenge. All these wonderful little books right here. Some of them, actually most of them, are a part of the 52 book challenge we're currently doing. Let's see. This one is not. I don't remember if this one is. This is a. You guys will really like this book because it's more like a series of lists to read through that are really helpful to understand how to be persuasive in psychology, which is important if you want to make money or get a significant other. You're gonna have to be good at both of the. Let's see. This is definitely not in there because I'm not sure on the quality of that book, but I did get some out of it. Anyway, 52 book challenge. In the year 2022, I am committing to helping everybody in my community get smarter, right? We're going to get smarter, but that getting smarter, or more importantly, getting wiser, what it's really going to help is help us get healthier, wealthier, and sexier. And if you guys didn't see the post in Discord from my friend Kip about the building of assets this year, you might want to give that a read because it's going to be some people get super wealthy this year. And I'm looking forward to seeing it. So, stand by, gang. I'll be back in a few. But while you're standing by, if you haven't joined our 52 book challenge, instructions for how to do so, bottom left-hand side, right here, bottom left-hand side of your screen. Let me point, like, it should be like right there. There you go. All right, I'll be back. But that's how I am too. I relate to that shit. Oh man, drama. So much drama in the film. Hey, am I good to go back, or do you need more? Okay. I got my hookers in the living room getting it on, and they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. All right, what's everybody talking about? All right, people want to meet people. Let's see who they want to meet. Everybody doing all right? Coming back off the break, did everybody get their t-shirts from the swag.brianchambers.com store? Did you get all swagged up? Did you get your swag on? Let's take these comments. We'll get back to the game. Oh, Turbo, thank you so much for posting the question after I said it. That is extremely helpful. And I am the type of absent-minded person who would forget to do something like that. Oh, man, thank you. Let's see, Stash says, I really don't hold a ranking system of people other than piece of shit, not piece of shit, stupid, not stupid. Well, I can tell you, I've met people in the world, and Robin Williams strikes me as one. I've met people in the world that when you get around them, you just feel like a better person after they're done talking. Joe Salatin is like that. I imagine Robin Williams would be like that too. I kind of imagine Tom Brady to be that type of character who's just a team guy who wants, I don't want anything but my team to want me to be here because I'm good, not for any other reason but that I can contribute, and I want to serve the team, you know? Now, I'm insane and crazy, and I'll scream at referees in the midst of that because I'm a psychopath, but I love my team. You know, like, that's kind of how those guys strike me. But I'm like you too. I'm not really a celebrity worshiper. I still laugh at the day I met Shaq, and he looked at me like, damn, bro, you just go slide by and give me the head nod? Like, what? Shaq looked at me like, this motherfucker. And Shaq back then had to be in his 20s. So, I mean, he was still, because we were both kids. So, he's a bit older than me, but at that time, we were both really young dudes. I think I was in high school. And he was, he was already a professional at that point. But he looked at me like, you just go give me the head nod and keep walking, huh? Like, all right. And it would be so hilarious if I ever met Shaq and he said, oh, I remember you big-headed, light-skinned motherfucker, not showing me my proper respect. Like, hey, man. I have the ego of a professional athlete. I just don't have the fucking pedigree. So it was like two lions just, what's up, my brother? Oh, man. I don't have the professional athletic pedigree. I think my military, hopefully, experience fills in that gap. All right, what's everybody else talking about? Corey says he'd like to meet Sir Arthur Conan Doyle or Andy Kaufman. Also good choices. Let's see, Tristan wants to meet Jesus. Keanu Reeves was one of the first names that came up when I thought about this question. Yeah, for sure. My dad has met Denzel Washington. I have the picture of it. Unfortunately, I was not there with him, and I hate every minute of the fact that I was not with my dad that night, because I would have loved to meet Denzel. Because the picture, I'll show it on the stream one day if my mom will let me get a copy of it. The picture where he's meeting Denzel, Denzel's picture said everything about his personality that I needed to know. And this happened in the 90s. This was a long time ago. And the picture of Denzel's face and body language in the picture told me everything I needed to know about him. And obviously, you can't make judgments about a human based on a picture. But what his body language and face showed me as a kid before I learned the mind control psychology techniques where you can read people and understand a lot about them by watching behaviors and tendencies. It said, this is a really, really sweet man who's very fun-loving, but also very godly serious about being great at the shit he does. Like, all of that was in his face. Like, I'm very happy to be here. I'm glad to be hugging this other man who, you know, did great things in a different realm than I did if I'm Denzel. And he and my dad, it was just like, it literally looked like two old friends who had been hanging out and missed each other for a couple of years. Like, they were in Vietnam together, and then they saw each other again and just, oh! And then when I found out later, people who have met Denzel, and when you get to hear him speak, it's like, oh. And even my dad was like, yeah, I ain't got nothing but good shit to say about Denzel. He was cool. Maybe one day I'll tell you about the celebrities my dad met that he didn't like. But I don't like to crap on people, man, because it's, you may meet a person one time and have a bad experience, and then that colors how you look at them holistically. I just don't think that's fair, because I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me. It'd be like, just because one experience was bad, they got to be a whole thing. Anyway, that's my Denzel story. I like that choice. So you want to go Jesus, Keanu, and Denzel in that order. Got it. Turbo says, people are always laughing around me for things I say, but I never understand why. Turbo, I'd be willing to guess you speak matter-of-factly and truthfully in a way that's not filtered. That's always funny. People who speak direct truth always make people who filter and do politically correct shit laugh. Because I've been in places where people would laugh at something I'd say and I'd get not offended but irritated, like, I'm not joking. They're like, I know, but it's funny. I'm like, but it's the truth. Why are you laughing at it? Because apparently the lie you've been telling yourself in your head for 30 years, my truth is funnier. You know, so you probably kick a lot of truth type shit and people aren't used to hearing somebody kick it as straight as you. I don't know if that's your experience, but when you said what you said, it made me think of experiences I've had, but other people I know who talk like that. It's just, most people sugarcoat when they talk. You don't strike me as a person who does that. Angel says, for me it'd be Carl Jung, Marcus Aurelius, The Rock, and Chadwick Boseman. Yeah, good old Chadwick. God rest his soul. Ryan wants to meet Elon Musk, but I could probably make that. Yeah, we could do that soon if we wanted to, couldn't we? Let me know. I'll get my train tickets ready. I think I'm going to pull a John Madden. After my trip to California, I never want to fly again. But then I can't. It's like going... Are there trains that go overseas? Or do I have to take a boat? Because, my lord, that trip to California was pain with my back injury. Like, with my army injuries, dude, flying is not pleasant at all. Because planes are made for, apparently, 5'5" people. If you're over 6 feet, fuck a plane. Like, even first class, because we flew first class, and it's just like, all right, it's nicer, don't get me wrong, but depending on the plane, it's like all this. Oh, man. Uh-oh, Clem's hurting with a migraine. Well, Clem, if you're going to stay on the show, I would really recommend turning your orange screen on. If you haven't already, I'm not trying to insult anybody's intelligence with what you know and don't know. But, like, if you don't have the blue light turned on your screen, definitely turn that off. Or just shut us down and get some rest, man. Get hydrated, get some rest. Call it a noche. Oh, and then Turbo said exactly that, except she said it more concisely and better than I did. What Turbo said. Jolly's in the house. What up, Jolly? Yeah, no, you did the right thing, Clem. The Corey that's not a bot is a different Corey. You're good. We have two Corys here. And neither, the one you banned is not, I don't think it's either of the good guys. If it is, we can always unban somebody. That's easy. Don't worry about making mistakes as moderators, gang. We can always fix it. Turbo says, that is probably what happens, them laughing at my straight talk. Yeah, straight talkers always get laughs. That's why I think people say, like, comedians are always telling the truth. It's like, well, not exactly. I don't actually think game designers were the spawn of Satan. I'm just trying to emotionally communicate that they make things that annoy the fuck out of me sometimes. You know, but straight talkers always are funny. Because most people are used to dancing around truth, and when someone's... there's a thing in our biology that when we hear the purest of the purest truth, two things happen: laughter or crying. I haven't been able to figure out exactly why biologically and psychologically yet, but I'll keep studying, and when I figure it out, I'll let you know. All right, everybody got their food, and did anybody leave the base, or are we good?
Hey, Igor. How are you? I'm all right. What about you? Have you started to regret joining our little suicide squad yet?
No way. I live for this kind of thing. And since Anton's death, it's personal for me now.
Hopefully you won't change your mind. Shadows, NAR, Chernobylite, it's all a bit overwhelming.
Yeah, Clem, do you have before you go, do you have an Android or an iPhone?
Really.
I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Taking a hijacked cruise ship off the Somali coast. The kid's colleagues chained him to a machine gun so he couldn't escape, and told him to shoot anyone trying to board the ship. He was so scared when he saw us. He froze in place. The chain was too thick for us to cut, and we didn't know what to do with him. There was no way in hell we could turn our backs on a PKM. I could have knocked him unconscious, but a blow to the head with a rifle butt could just as easily kill him. So I did the only thing I could. I unloaded his weapon and broke the boy's fingers. On both hands, to be safe. When it was over, we brought him back to Canada. Trudeau found him a nice foster family. I understand you feel responsible for this mission, Igor, but I also have a stake in this. Trust me, I will do whatever it takes to see this through. Whatever it takes.
Wow, the semantic search on the Android phone is on point. Wow, I wonder, let's see if Apple does as well. Nope. Apple sucks. So I'm going to have to find theirs. Actually, I think theirs is an actual setting. So it didn't, the question wasn't, it didn't have to be a celebrity. It wasn't famous person. My apologies if I said that. It's who is your favorite person that you've never met. Doesn't have to be a celebrity. Just has to be somebody you really, really like. Because my choice, well, to me, my choice is a celebrity, but it's not a celebrity to most of you. Although they may be a kind of celebrity on this show, believe it or not, but I've never met them. I've never met them, but they have been on the show. There's a brain bender for you. I thought Apple had it like right on their little settings screen right here where I can adjust it, but apparently that is not the case. I'm gonna guess it's in the so anyway, Clem, if you're still here, just go into your settings on your Samsung and type in eye comfort shield, and then literally you just turn it on, turns the screen. I don't know if you guys can see this. It turns the screen from orange light to blue. You can see my screen kind of changing color there. Blue light, which keeps you awake. It's the same ultraviolet shit as the sun, but you switch it to this, it kills the blue light that keeps you awake. And then Apple has a similar feature. Apple has a similar feature. I just don't remember exactly. I'm trying to pull my iPhone up to remember where it is, but I thought you could just pull it up directly from the drop-down apps. But apparently that is either not the case or no longer the case. Or this is a new phone and I haven't put the widget there manually. But there has to be settings and a display setting somewhere in this hoe, right? Yeah, so display and brightness in the Apple thing. And then in Apple, it's called night shift. So if you search night shift on your Apple phone and eye protection shield on Samsung, that will let you turn your screen orange and not give you the blue light that keeps you awake when your eyes see it. There you go. Yeah, so the question doesn't have to be a celebrity. I'm sorry if I gave that impression. Or if I probably said favorite famous person. But I meant just favorite person. And that's why I specified you've never had any interaction with them, because most of us have interacted with our favorite people, at least digitally. So what's the person you haven't?
Do you think you could find some time to teach me some of your military tricks?
No, but I'll be happy.
I don't know how many points I have. Does it tell me? How many points? Oh, 3, I think. I don't know.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Follow me.
Oh, I think we're actually going to have to do, like, training type shite.
Now I'm going to teach you how to remain invisible when there's little cover. It all depends on how quick and quiet you can be. When concealed, look for the next closest cover to your goal.
Rah.
I'll play the role of your opponent. Begin. Good job, Igor. Your chances of survival just increased.
Yeah. Are you hoeing harder than
Hey, Sashko, you're experienced, right? Is there anything you can teach me about...
About what? Living on the streets? I'm not offended. I can show you a thing or two, but you need to practice if you're serious about improving.
Yeah, hold on there, Chief. Oh, come on. Really? Ugh. My shirt is all up my back. Damn. This chair, bruh. Woo! It is a great and terrible chair all at once. It's definitely better than all the other chairs I've had, but whew, comes with its own brand of issues when you're a big fella. Actually, we can leave the ascot off now. I don't feel like sweating. Alright, so, I have 0 skill points because I used them all to get... What does patience do? At least tell me what it does.
Actually, I can't do it right now.
Oh, snap. I need to check my stores. My resources. Yes. All of the weed to us. All of your base are belong to us. And you are the vile whore of Babylon. Look at them 20 mushrooms I found, ho. They can't see us. They can't see us, Jesus. We too real. What the hell is wrong with you? There, that's... Stop it. Okay, so I should always have at least one of those in the interface in this game could leave leaves a little bit to be desired, but it's good enough. Revolver ammo. Alright, let's go store our ammo. This is the ammo shed, right? Nope. Which one of y'all's the ammo shed, ho? You. You the one. Okay. Where's my other ammo store at? Is that the only... Ah! So is that all the ammo I'm carrying? In the joint? It would appear so, my good man. Alright, so that's the weed. See how these mushrooms going. Give me that, give me that, give me that. These tomatoes take a long ass time to grow, ho, or am I supposed to add water? I wonder if there's something I'm doing wrong there. And we got a little section for our grub. Let's put another tomato plant back yonder. All right. Hey, yeah, let's upgrade. Let's see, this takes the damage up. Okay. That takes the range and the damage up. That takes the range and the damage up big time. Okay, so we'll come back and get that squared away once we get some more mushrooms. After our little building spree, I think we utilized a lot of our jazz. Let's go on to bed. So no tomatoes have grown yet. I don't know how many days they take, but apparently a lot.
I hope you're feeling more confident now.
I am, brother. Thank you. So T.I. says he doesn't want to meet a celebrity. He wouldn't have anything to say to most of them, so we'd be sitting silently in a room until one of us decides to leave. T.I. has not read, and then Turbo Lynn says she feels the same way. So I take it, have either of you read the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People? If you haven't, that's your homework. And you're welcome. It's in the 52 book challenge, so you just got a head start. Nah, I get what you guys are trying to say, though. I do feel similar. You need mushrooms to put a barrel on your AK, apparently. These are mushroom barrels. Super potent. Super powerful. Super pleasant. Rule of 3. Shut it down right there. Alright, is this thing going to yell at me? Actually, no. Okay. Let's head on back up. What y'all got for me? Anything?
Hey there, old-timer. I need you to do something for me.
What you need, baby?
I'm all ears.
You know I came here to Chernobyl looking for someone.
You mentioned a brother.
Yeah, Ruslan. We grew up together in Moscow. We had to fend for ourselves from an early age.
So you were, like, gangbangers?
The proper term is
That
thieves
sounded
in
sexual,
law, but
the way
you
he
don't
said
even
it.
know that.
Gangbangers?
So why is Ruslan even here?
It's a long story. But my father was a cop.
UniversalGangbang.com. Oh shit, that's gonna be
He
a
beat our
website.
mother every time he got drunk.
I'm sorry.
Which was always. But I'll never forget the last time. He took a swing at my head with a lead pipe. But this time it didn't connect. I wasn't a helpless load of shit anymore, and neither was Ruslan. We grabbed the old man and threw him down the well behind the old house. He was just too much of a bastard to die, though. Only broke his legs.
Word. So Iowan says, or Turbo says some of it, and Iowan says no. So yeah, there is a section of the book, I don't know if you got to it, Turbo, where it tells you exactly what to say to people at a party. Tells you exactly, gives you the dance steps. So T.I., once you've read it, if you ever run into a celebrity, you won't have to sit quietly in a room. You'll have exactly what you need to say to them. Now, I guess whether or not you'd actually say it is maybe what you're commenting on. Harley says, hey, Brian, why do you think when I daydream about time traveling, I want save people like... Oh, wow, YouTube's finally getting smart on the bots. Yeah, good job, YouTube. How about cleaning up some of the piracy in my feed, too? Since I do pay you motherfuckers. Like, can I get some videos that are made by the people who make them? Since my account is supposed to be giving them better than ad revenue, I think. My views count more than ad views, right? Let's go. Get your ass together. I don't mind paying to be on the platform. Happy to send money. Just, you know, let's get the services we agreed upon now. Listen, you want to save people like Romanov and Anne Frank instead of doing something more important. Prevent some disaster or war. Oh, come on, Harley. You know the answer to that. You've been on this show long enough. You tell me the answer to that. You know it. Don't get me to do your thinking for you. That ain't what this show is, boy. You tell me why you think that. You have heard enough psychological bullshit come out of my mouth to answer that question yourself. I can't find my glasses, so I'm winging. You're talking to a computer scientist about spelling. We invented spell check, ho. I don't give a fuck about spelling. I know what you tried to say. Like, that's for English majors, dude. I ain't that. Old nerdy ass people be correcting your words. Like, bitch, did you know what I was saying when I said it? Then get the fuck out of here. Like, all that chit chat. You know, it's really there, not there, bitch. You knew what it meant. Otherwise, you wouldn't have had to correct me. The point of communication is to effectively communicate the subject. You got the point, didn't you? Then take your spell check and ass the fuck out of here. Nobody likes you. Nobody. Not even your mom. That's why she doesn't call you.
You threw your own father down a well. I guess he must have deserved it. Okay. What's my role in all this?
My brother Ruslan did something he shouldn't, and after this something, he came here to hide in the zone.
Yeah?
I've been trying to track him down for months.
Yeah, track him down.
What did he do that would make him hide in a place like this?
That's not important right now. Anyway, my best guess is that he was caught by NAR. I need to meet up with him and ask him some questions. This is very important to me. Search the NAR Mobile Command Center near the old hospital in Pripyat Port. There are some officer uniforms that'll help you infiltrate the power plant.
Ooh, Metal Gear reference.
I want you to look up some
original Metal Gear reference, the actual good one.
Of course.
Shouts out to Kojima.
You, partner. Stay in touch, just in case. Radio me if you need help.
I will.
And Harley, you're not allowed to leave until you answer that question. You stay your ass right here. I got to get something for Turbo. One of the good people on the show. Not the evil people like you. Oh, heathen ass. Here you go, Turbo. So, for everybody that's on the show, you just got one of the books that's in the book challenge. I'm not going to tell you where it is, but you can go ahead and get it, and you'll be ahead of the game. Oh, by the way, that's going to be one of the benefits to being on this show, is I'm always going to be revealing, oh, this book's in the... So, all of you, if you come to this show, will get tips on books that are coming. It's just one way to be more competitive in the challenge if you're playing to win the prizes that we still haven't figured out exactly what those are yet, but except for, like... almost said his real name. Suba's prize to me is the most valuable thing in the whole thing. Like, the cash is cool, and thinking about doing a PlayStation 5 is cool. Or maybe an Xbox Series X. I'll have to figure out where everybody's at. But what Suba is making is actually, to me, the real prize. But here you go, Turbo. I'm sorry, I took it away from the screen. But yeah, so coming on these live shows, you guys are going to get heads up on books in the challenge faster than other people. So that's a cheat code. It's a cheat code. Harley says, how have y'all been? We still have no power here in sweet old Fredericksburg. Damn, Harley. Wait, Harley, when did you go to Fredericksburg? Did I miss something? I know I missed a lot of comments on the last couple of shows because I was running my mouth. There you go. Hopefully that was on screen long enough for you, Turbo. If not, yes, the answer to your question is how to win friends and influence people. I just figured showing it to you would make it easier for when you look it up, you'll know what you're looking for. So hopefully that helped you, my lady. Thank you. Got it held now at my local library. Yeah, and by the way, I said this on my show earlier today, but I don't think everybody was here. So for the book challenge, when it comes to getting your books, here is the level of priority I want you to use, right? And adjust this to your finance level, okay? The first place you should be sourcing books is local book sellers. If you use that, don't go looking for one if you don't already have one. But if you're like me and you're a nerd who collects books, you have several. I have several local booksellers that I can go to. I can think of 4 off the top of my head that I can get to. 3 of them I can get to in 20 minutes. The other one's probably about 45 minutes away. If you have one of those that you shop at, start there. And the reason why is I'd love my book challenge to help you support your local business, because I believe wholeheartedly, if you want to know my beliefs, I have very few of them, but one belief I absolutely believe in, because communities can't work without it, is what a community buys, a community should supply. All right? That is what other cultures besides dumbass Americans have been doing since the beginning of eternity, is keeping your money in your community. Don't let it go out. Just ask any of my Jewish brothers that are here. They know that. Money circulates 11 times, or at least the last time this statistic was checked, which was 2005. So adjusted for inflation and change. But basically when I got that lesson, it was the Jewish community, I think money used to circulate 11 times before it would go out. The Asian community, it was 7. And then the joke, because it was actually the guy that was teaching it was a black guy. He was like, and with black people, our money don't spend the night. And when he was talking to a room full of black people, he's like, we need to get better about understanding community. And it's not a race thing. He was just saying, if you're in a community, you should be supporting your community. So local first. The second priority would be the Amazon links I send out, because that supports the Bryant Chambers movement. That supports the challenge, right? Because the challenge, it's free to you guys, but it is not free. I don't mind paying for it. Happy to do it. But money coming in helps us to make that not a thing that's taking money away from our operations. It's a thing that pays for itself, right? So the Amazon links I sent you would be the second priority. The third, it's not really a priority, but I'll just tell you, and this one is especially for anybody that's like financially strapped. YouTube has so many books that other people read on. It's just not James Earl Jones or the author, but like I can tell you right now, one of the books in the challenge that I've read, and I said this on the earlier show, one of the books in the challenge, I just listened to the audio book of it that night. I was getting good at Dark Souls, like trying to wrap my head around Dark Souls. I just listened to that book on repeat the whole time for the hours that I was playing. Totally off stream. I was doing it by myself. But one of the books in the challenge, the whole audio book is just there. And so if you're not finance strapped, go support your local people or support us. If you are, use the free resources you have access to. And I did my best, even in the ones that the links I send out, with any of the books that are expensive, which I think there's only one in the challenge at the time of making it. I found a different edition of the book that makes it basically half the price. And when you start talking about editions in books, I mean, you're talking about he may have added a paragraph in some other chapter or changed some stuff around, but you're not going to lose the gist of the book. In fact, I think editions of textbooks is a hustle that teachers do just to sell their books every year. I don't think it's like, you know, a Netflix subscription. You just keep paying so you can keep having access to it. So yeah, college textbooks were the original Netflix subscription business model. There you go. But that's kind of how I'd like you guys to do it. But I'm not here to tell you how to live your life or do your thing. Do it the way you want to do it, but that's the way I'd recommend it. But I love that you go to your local library and support your local libraries, gang. It's a lot of great people working up in there. It's a thankless job in a lot of ways. I use my local libraries pretty heavily. Interestingly enough, not always for reading. Sometimes I've hosted seminars there where I've taught people, because believe it or not, social media is not where I first started doing this. I started doing it with real people, which, for the record, is always more fun because you can interact with the people in the room, which is why I'm very excited to hopefully have the opportunity to meet a lot of you, hopefully before this year is over. But we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, stay safe out there, Harley. I want you to be all right, man. No power can be a pretty serious challenge. Hey, JQ, what's up, homie? Harley says, I've been living in Fredericksburg area for like 2 years now. I thought you were living in D.C. this whole time. So all the shit you was talking about D.C. was from the past? You need to start putting timestamps on your posts. What is this? Actually, I'm sure you've told me at least 7 times you live in Fredericksburg, and I'm just too stupid to remember it. But Harley says, if I had to guess, it would be something along the lines of, I value their lives more than preventing other events or saving other people. Your answer's correct, but your question was why? Why would you want to save them versus stopping another thing from happening? Why do you're on the right path, at least from what I understand. You know, I could be wrong. But you're on the path. Why do you think you'd want to save them instead of stopping the other thing? Spoiler alert, and hint, the answer is in The Last of Us. It's the only hint you're getting from me. Tristan says, I vote for the PlayStation. I got the Xbox. Okay, cool. Tristan says, winning is winning. We can figure out the prize. Yeah, I know 99% of the people in this challenge are not playing it for the damn prizes, which I love. That's my kind of people. But, you know, I also recognize I've done enough seminars where I do my 4 M's of motivation teaching, and I do the game with the room. And there's always at least, no matter how small the room is, there's always at least one person who's motivated by material possessions more than everybody else. And what I learned, I actually met a woman, really dope-ass lady, who, she and I were talking. I was her personal trainer for a little while. But she and I used to work together, and she was just telling me, she's like, is it bad that, like, I'm really materialistic? And I said, no, it's not bad, because I know you as a person, and your materialism causes you to do a couple of things. Work really hard and be great at your job, and you're really good at what you do, right? And you take this shit seriously, and you're well-connected. You get paid a lot of money to do what you do. That's partially because you're motivated by material. You like having nice things, so you're willing to work hard for it. And your desire to have material possessions hurts nobody else. You and your husband work to bring in the resources to have the nice life that you have. And your work benefits soldiers and civilians and the shit you do helps humans. So I would say your materialism is a gift from God because it drives you to do good shit for other people so you can have nice things. Right? And that's the lesson, is a lot of people think being motivated by material is evil because you grew up in churches where the pastor was retarded. You know? And I'm not shitting on pastors, guys. When I use this language, I'm being sarcastic. But you were in a place where the teaching wasn't all that sound for how life really works. You know? Because people teach at the level they're taught. I've taught a lot of dumb shit that I've had to correct and go back and fix. Right? But being driven by material is fine as long as your drive, I don't think Hitler was driven by material possession, and I think that went pretty south. I'm pretty sure he was driven by the same altruistic bullshit that everybody claims they're driven by. It's just his methods were fucked up. I don't think it was money. And people are like, oh, being driven by material is evil. Well, check the Hitler tapes, because at no point did I hear him talking about becoming a billionaire, which I'm sure he was pretty wealthy by the end of his, run. Oh, for Christ's sake. Enough already with the shitty fucking cords that run our lives. If this cord was a foot longer, I wouldn't have this effing problem. Just a foot. The fucking manufacturer made it for someone that's only going to sit this far away from their damn controller. Whores. Anyway. Sorry, I'm yelling at my technology, not you guys. Hang in there. Oh, you work in D.C., but you're commuting from Fredericksburg. Dude, I'm sorry about that. Wow. So, whoa. Did you not get stuck in the shutdown? Or were you already in Fredericksburg before shit? No, you would have already been home because the schools were already closed. That's right. Well, you ain't coming up to D.C. anyway. Have they opened the highway back up yet? Because my wife told me that shit was closed as of today. Hey, it's Kaz. What's up, homie? Harley says, college textbooks are way too expensive and a waste of money. Well, I don't agree with you holistically. I don't know what college textbooks you're reading, but the ones I buy have helped me tremendously. But I think you're studying like lesbian literature or something like that, right? What's your major? I forgot. Education, right? So yeah, those textbooks probably suck. Any textbooks I recommend to you guys will be dope. In fact, I've taught classes out of the textbook that's in the 52 book challenge. This is the one expensive book in the 52 book challenge, but I got it for you for 50% off. So there you go. It's worth every penny. But yeah, like I have dog-eared pages in this textbook where I have taught classes off, like almost just reading the page word for word. Like, here we go. Pay attention. This is how mind control works. It's documented in this book. Let's go. Last you saw, they had Southbound back open, but woof. Well, that's good news for you. You don't have to go to work. All right, let's get some missions done, shall we? Let's get him, Igor. T.I. just mapped out exactly what I did.
Who
Well
would
said,
have thought
T.I.
that there were secret Soviet bunkers scattered around? Olivier tries hard to be friends with you, but is it genuine? He's a mercenary after all. Can you afford his brand of loyalty?
Hey, Turbo, bless you. Turbo is killing it. Thank you very much, Turbo. Fantasy Living Dead, your rules, Suba. Your call. It just the whole point is to get to know you, so you get to make up the rules. Yeah, the point of these questions every night is just for all of us to fellowship and get to know each other better, man. And, you know, talking about things we love and like reveals other things about us that'll be interesting for the whole crew. Like, I've learned so much about you guys just from asking these questions. It's been fantastic for me because you guys are all freaking fascinating human beings. And since I have a penchant for being sarcastic, let me tell you, I'm not being sarcastic, I'm being dead serious. You guys are awesome. Harley says my science textbooks were like 200. Well, the book I was going to send you guys was going to be not 200, as I wouldn't put that one on the list. That's ridiculous. I'd probably pay $200 for the book if I knew what I was going to make $1 million off of the shit I was going to learn. But, or even, 300 doesn't have to be $1 million. Like, if I was going to make the money back plus the book and some extra, I'd totally do it. But, like, it better have the secrets of the damn universe in it for $200. But at the same token, it's like there's books where I've read them. It's like this book's worth 1,000. Just what's in it is so valuable. Like this book right here in the challenge. Like I would, if you could only get a physical copy of this book for $200, I would collect it. It's that good. And that's in the challenge too. One thing I really appreciate about video games too is this, right? So they're going to write their stuff all in the native language of the game. I love that they did not translate this for Americans because a couple of things. One, it alerts Americans to, hey, different people do shit differently. Wow, respect for other cultures. But think about if all these games had different languages in it that you saw over and over and over again, you could actually educate people through these games in how to do, you know, character recognition and learning. You could literally teach language through video games. Like that's the part of gaming that I'm looking forward to, is when we learn how to integrate the educational piece into the fun, so it doesn't have to feel like a corny, you know, edutainment game. Like it is entertaining, but you're also learning while you're playing. That's some gangster shit. Broken Suba says, damn, I'm a hardcore introvert, and I'm like so many people to talk to. Yeah, I don't know any introverts who aren't talkative in the right context. Like, one of my introvert buddies who I'm really close with, like, he talks more than me. It's just like, I'll just sit there because he's fascinating and he's super genius intelligent.
Hey, check it out. It's some kind of transfer order. It's got a KGB stamp on it. Should be in a museum. All documents, memorandums, and reports are scheduled for immediate transfer to secure storage in Bunker 007. It's dated April of '86. Looks like they moved all the important records after the Chernobyl disaster.
Harley, you have no idea?
Just keep searching. See what else we can
Come
do.
on, Harley. You have at least one idea. My guess is you're just scared to say what your idea is because you don't want to be wrong. But I'm pretty sure you have an idea. You have an inkling. Come on, man. Think. Think hard. Get in there and think. I've played the Metro series in Russian. It adds more to the immersion for me. Yeah, me too. I like Shen Yuan only speaks. I think it's Chinese that they're speaking. I'm not sure. But I love it because it's like I am hearing, because it's definitely Chinese because there's other things I've seen where Chinese is being spoken and I recognize the words. I'm like, I know that word. And it's like I'm learning word recognition. I love that, man. It's great. Is this dude just gonna sit here and look at the... Go somewhere else, man, so I can kill you. Shit. You're making this hard. Really hate that my scanner doesn't light up people. But we'll deal with it. Hey, what's that about? How do I get to that? Oh, lockpick ass. There's always a lockpick with you hoes. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Stay low, stay low, stay low, stay low. Holy shit. Easy, 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 easy. I got you. I just want... Damn, all that? Shit, they don't play around with the... Oh, really? You gaggle of ass whores. Stand by, man.
He's holed up over there. We need to lure him out.
You don't need to lure nothing out. You need to come get this ass with him. You're running the wrong way, brother.
Get behind cover and shoot.
Had to hate you, player. Slayed the bitch like Darth Vader. Suba wants to meet Einstein, Socrates, Marcus Aurelius, The Rock, Goku, Dracula. Dracula would be cool. I could probably come up with 20 more with more time. My favorite person that I'd like to meet that I never have is somebody who I've come to know very recently. And is weird, or I don't know how you'll take it emotionally, as interesting as it may sound, or crazy. The person I'd like to meet is Ryan Motley's mom. Because if you've heard him tell any stories about that lady, you know that lady was a god walking among men. And I would have been better for knowing her. I am better for knowing her because I have contact with Ryan. But to meet the authentic article, now that's something. Shit! I didn't recognize that dude was there.
Fuck.
What? What? Oh, he's wearing heavy armor, so I can't kill his ass. Okay. Let's just get out of sight.
Swear we heard something.
You ain't hear nothing. We cool. We cool. Be cool. Hey, man. We cool. Be cool now. We cool. Ain't we? Nope. We ain't cool.
My mind's playing tricks on me. I hate being outside. Cold, wet, and full of mosquitoes all biting you in the dick.
Mosquitoes biting him in the dick. Feel like you ain't changing your drawers enough, bro, if you got mosquitoes in there.
Another hour gone, 3 more to go. Fucking hell.
Okay, he stepped off. Cool.
I could use another cup of coffee, preferably with brandy.
Love that you can pick that stuff up from a distance. Wunderbar. Uberweiss. Yes, please. Thank you. Get the new barrel on my rifle soon. Oh, exploración! Oh, hell, this is gonna be monsters. Come on, girl, you can't be pimping! Alright, turn the lights on. There's some dumb stuff down here trying to scare you. Actually, I think my objective may be down here. Now that I'm looking at the map. This might have been the move, baby. This game is terrifying. Like, it does not do the jump scares often, but when they happen...
You've come a long way to
There he is.
then rat, or whoever you are. I am a man of faith. It gives me no pleasure taking lives, not even the lives of dirty little rodents like
Oh,
you.
it's...
But sacrifice is necessary for our salvation. I don't know whether the rat king corrupts you, or if you came here by accident. But no one must interfere with my holy work. You'll never get out of here alive. Do yourself a favor. Take a deep breath now and let...
Damn it, dude! Would you please unfuck yourself?
The great rat catcher in the sky will know his own.
Peace, bitch. I'm getting out of here. I ain't gotta die. I'm out. Kill that. He says Darth Vader seems like a chill, fun dude. Probably on the weekends, his time off when he's not got the mask on and ain't choking nobody. He's watching the game. I'd watch football with Darth Vader. What you think about that one, man? Who's your team? I figured as much. Yeah, man. You ever use the Force to make a play work? You did. Which game? The Super Bowl? So they won because of you? Shit. I knew that was it. Because they were terrible. Their quarterback was terrible. Well, they were good. The defense was great, but their quarterback was terrible. So you did that, huh? You were all right with me, man. I'm glad you picked a good team for the Super Bowl. I like hanging out with you, Vader. You all right, baby. All right, so do I get a second chance at this mission, or is it just F you? At least everybody else succeeded at their mission. It looks like we got some tomatoes finally. A volcano being kept from erupting until you give him an excuse to murder you. That's a good one. I like it a lot. Let's go look at my stores here. What up, y'all? Oh, where are my tomatoes? Oh, tomatoes. It's the wrong container, ho, but you can do what you need. And when them hookers come to roost, you can do it to the boogity bee. You can keep on humping the night away swinging. You got to keep on humping all the night away. Keep on humping. Just keep on humping the night away. Keep on humping the night away, yeah. 'Cause if you ain't humping, the night will not turn into day. You gotta get to humping so that... Okay. Let's work on the lyrics of that one a little bit. The metal plate. Where are my shotties at? I only have one shotgun shell left. That's hilarious. Looks like I need some more shotgun shells. It's funny, man. Like, sleeping in this game does not heal you. I thought that was really weird. Like, what? How does sleeping not heal you in this game? Like, you have to use your healing items. And as we've seen, it's easier than it looks to get your ass whooped. You get caught up. Harley says, and my first guess... oh, come on. What the hell? Okay. Harley says, oh, my last guess, not my first guess. My mouse was covering the word. My last guess is I have an obsessive desire to help those in need. Okay. I'll roll with that. Especially those I have invested interest in. There you go. The answer to the question. It is called the liking or the hating bias. You like them, so you're inclined to want to help them. It's that simple. Just like if you talked to any conservatives, for example, before the last election where Trump won, the ones I knew were not that excited about Trump. But the minute he got in office and started, towing the party line, they couldn't say enough good shit. He's the greatest of all time. He farts in everybody's mouth, but it's only they would make excuses for all the shit he would do. And this is kind of the more simple-minded people that I spend very little time talking to. But they would make excuses for the shit he would do while saying the evil of all the other people. And it's just like, well, And I don't mean unintelligent people, just folks who are not practiced at critical thought. Where it's and they are at the mercy. That's why I sent out that text in the Spartan mentorship program where it says don't be the bitch of your own brain. Because they're being controlled by tendencies and algorithms that are running inside their brain and they don't realize it. But it's like, if you like somebody, you're going to be inclined to make excuses for them and want to help them. If you don't like them, you're going to be inclined to not want to help them. And certainly anything they do wrong, you're going to be more scrutinizing. But the cool part is once you learn that that's the truth of how the brain works, you can stop behaving that way, right? You can get to a place where it's like, okay, I know I feel this way about this person because I don't like them. But if I can be objective for a second, and I actually did that at a seminar for a young guy. We were in there. I went to a seminar where I was learning sales. No, I was actually learning the ropes for public speaking, actually. I went to a seminar to learn, how do you become a famous public speaker? And then when I learned how it happened, I was like, well, fuck that. No thanks. I'll just be me. But I also, they were teaching a lot of things about sales and marketing and whatnot. And the guy teaching the course is a raging fucking asshole. Just horribly assholeic. But, in this life, there are people like that where it's like, I could sit here and be offended that he's an asshole and he talks down to people in the audience. He even tried it with me once, but I understand, neuro-linguistic programming and all that bullshit shitty salespeople use. So it was like, you just play along and keep it moving until they move on to the next person they're going to try to manipulate into buying something. But there was a young guy there who was learning a ton, but he hated the way the guy behaved. And at one point, he's like, dude, I'm fucking leaving. Fuck this guy. I said, no, shut up and listen. You don't understand. Fuck him. Look at who he brought with him. Right? Because he had some of the people who were also there teaching, all-star cast, quasi-billionaire type people, right? I said, look at who's in the room with this guy and who's doing the teaching. You're going to walk out of here because you're biased. You don't like him because he's an asshole who talks down to people. I got that. Totally understand. But sit your black ass down in this chair and take notes, because I'm telling you, I've been in this game a long time, and some of the shit he's telling to the room, especially people who this is their first foray into things, the shit he's telling you is accurate. So he may be an asshole. His delivery may suck shit. But the shit he's saying, you're learning. So learn how to get help, information, and tutelage from people you don't like. Because sometimes they're the ones who are really going to teach you some good shit. And sometimes they're going to teach you what not to do. So it's the liking and hating bias. That's all. You like those people, I imagine, because you read a book about them, you felt you could relate to them on some level, and you had empathy. So the answer is you want to go back in time and save them because they became your friends, even though you've never met them. they still exist in reality, and you still had an experience with them, or the essence of what they are written down on paper. And essentially that's one of the ways people live forever, is how their lives are documented. And so you had an experience with these people where, like, I feel extremely close to folks I've never met, and if they met me, they'd have no affinity for me. But it's because I've watched 300 hours of this person talking, and they've said things that really bless my life. And so I have a huge affinity for someone who wouldn't even take a second look at me if they saw me in public. But because I like them, I want them to win. But no, Harley, that the whole point I was trying to make to you, Mr. Educator, is that you had the answer in your head. You just didn't have the confidence in your answer. Exactly what you wrote down was the exact answer, which is what I was trying to get across to you. Have more confidence in your instincts. You guys are wiser than you give yourself credit for. Quick break. And while we're breaking, go buy your t-shirt, swag.brianchambers.com. Back in a minute. Oh, yeah. Did you guys buy all the t-shirts at the store? Oh, damn, y'all. Nobody reminded me because I didn't ask anybody to. I had a grab bag today, man. Look. We got a grab bag today. And by the way, this is hopefully going to make it on to the show. Talk about that in a minute. By the way, gang, pro tip for self-care, self-love, mental health. Find cheap, inexpensive gifts to send to yourself with some regularity. Because every time one shows up at your house, and you don't have to break the bank, this can be stuff that costs pennies to small dollars, right? For example, show don't tell, Brian. Respect your audience. All those things you learned when you pretended to be in show business for a week and then learned that you hate fame because it introduces you to great people, but then also not. Here we go. Please be a good one. Oh, come on, man. He's good, but you know which one I want. And not him. Fuck him. He sucked. He said, Shell, you just gonna fall on the floor? That's you, ho? Alright, he's cool, but that ain't the one I want to show nobody. Who's falling on the floor, ho? Oh, him again? Nobody likes his ass. I can't believe they made him one of these. Alright, he's cool, but that ain't the one I'm looking for. I may have sold all the ones. Alright, also cool, but not the one I'm looking for. I may have sold all the good ones. Come on, this has to be. Because I used to sell these. Believe it or not. Come on, just one. Yes! Ha ha! Oh, we did it, ladies and gentlemen. Even small gifts that don't have to cost much are things that you can send to yourself. So the reason we do it, and this is one of the toys when I experimented with, Amazon selling and stuff. This is one of the things I sold. Because I wanted to know. I had people in my networks like, hey, I'm looking to get into Amazon selling. I'm like, well, shit, I got to learn Amazon selling if I'm going to help y'all with it. So, I went through the process, learned how to sell on Facebook, learned how to sell on Amazon, learned how to sell on eBay. Out of the three, my favorite was selling on Facebook because it's the easiest. And it's not as because it so much focuses on local commerce, it's not oversaturated with shit. Like, this isn't the only thing I sold when I experimented with it. And if nobody saw what I held up, that is Soundwave from the Transformers. That'll come up again in a show, so pay attention. This will be a trivia question. So, I had people I knew in real life finding the ads, or the post. I didn't pay for any ads. I did it all organic. And at least I think I did. Like friends, like, yo, I want to get 6 of these. Like, what? How the hell did you see this? It's like, all right, this is great. But send things to yourself, with some regularity. Once a month. For me, it usually ends up being at least once a month. I'll have one of these grab bags show up, just to remind yourself. It gives you something to look forward to, and especially if you're wrestling with things like depression and heavy anxiety. Just little moments of blessing in your life, they can mean the world, man. Like, I forgot that this thing even came in the mail until yesterday. It was either yesterday or it would have been today. And I walked past it. I was like, hey, that's my thing I ordered. And then I forgot about it again tonight until I looked over here on my desk. I was like, oh, that's the thing I ordered. And now I'm excited because I get to share it with you guys. And then I'm even more excited because I'll get to play it. Suba says, as B said, you nailed it, Harley. Asking why you'd rather change people's events over world events is important. More telling is you see in the people whose lives you change that you identify with. Well said, Suba. Yeah, man. Just want you to have more confidence in your wisdom, bro. Because I knew you knew the answer. I'm like, he's been on my show way too many times not to know the answer to that. He must just not be confident that the answer's right. You guys are, like I keep telling you, and I'm going to keep saying it. I repeat myself a lot on these shows. It's not because I forget what I say. It's because the things I repeat are important. You are all, every effing one of you, stronger, smarter, and more capable than you think you are. The only reason you think less of yourself is you have not yet been faced with something that shows you it. But believe me, I know many men, women, and others who have had to stare down death and not blink, and they're still on the planet. They figured out, oh, I am more capable than I thought I was. I fortunately learned it on the football field before I went to battle. But however you learn it, just learn it. Get it in your brain mind. Turbo says, I treat myself with white chocolate Snickers bars at the gas. See? That simple shit. Like, so like if I was Turbo and I loved white chocolate Snickers bars, I'd say, okay, I'd have it set up for, did I get at least 5 workouts in this week? And did I not half-ass? Right? Did I eat right? And did I sleep right? Cool, I get a white chocolate Snickers bar. I win. You know? Like, even The Rock has a cheat meal where he eats 70 pieces of sushi, 9 pizzas, and 47 cookies. Fuck it, everybody gets a cheat meal. You get a cheat meal, and you get a cheat. So, like, little shit like that. And us older farts, I think we kind of figure that out along the road of ass whipping that life is. You just kind of pick that up. For you younger cats, start doing that now. Little stuff. And it doesn't have to cost you money. Just have something coming at you that blesses you at least once a week and make it something that you get to look forward to. Like every year when I get to 9% body fat, which I decided a couple of years ago, this 9% body fat thing can't be like, for me, it can't be like a 4-month transformation the way I got, or the 6-month transformation like when I got really strong and big. Because I need to do it in a sustainable way that I stay where I'm at once I get there, and it's not a shock to my system that I all of a sudden go from, when I was 275 pounds down to 225, right? But and actually my brother posted a clip of a documentary I was in, a music documentary I was in, that's on Amazon Prime. I was like, damn, I was 200. I know. I looked at myself. I said I was 265 in that video. I was huge as fuck. And I'm like, I like this guy better. But anyway, it's the bottom line is have things to look forward to. And I got off on a bodybuilding tangent and forgot what I was saying. But my 9% body fat. Once I get to 9% body fat, I'm going to eat Cinnabon for breakfast, lunch, and dinner that day. It's something I look forward to, but now it's not like this looming thing. Like I gotta hurry up and get to 7% or 9% body fat. It's just, hey, we're gonna slow roll it. I haven't measured myself in a couple of months. If I had to guess, like right now, I'm probably at 12 or 13% body fat. Just look, I've been tested for body fat so many times, I can usually look at myself. This fucking headphone cord is gonna make me turn into an evil dictator. And then we're just gonna basically make all the people who make headphone cords work in the stone breaking yard or whatever they do to torture people into tyranny. But I'm going to have Cinnabon for breakfast, lunch, and dinner that day. Just I love Cinnabon, and I'm going to look forward to the day at 9% body fat, putting fat shit in my belly. So it's this cool thing that's kind of the reward at the end of the road. I haven't had a Cinnabon in years. And I'd love to have another one before they completely go out of business. So we just, 1 week at a time, put the work in. Yeah. And then, like, I got hurt for a while, so I picked up a little bit of weight because I just couldn't work out. And then we got all that weight back off. It kept killing. But yeah, have ways to reward yourself and know yourself well enough to know what rewards are for you so that you can reward yourself. Last year, you had 12 cans of Surge left and no way to order more, so I rationed them out 1 per month. I ended up forgetting to drink the ones I had for the last 3 months. 3 cans of Surge left. Kaz, can you find me boxes of Rocky Road cereal? Because if you found Surge, if anybody can find Post, it's either Post or General Mills. I think it's Post. please find Rocky Road cereal and send me 1,000 boxes of it. It is the best cereal. The only cereal that even comes close is ice cream cones. But Rocky Road is basically ice cream cones with an additional... Oh man, I'm having a nostalgia attack. It hurts. It hurts. I want some Rocky Road cereal, ho. Oh, our weapon gonna be dope by the time we get up out of here. Oh, my optics. So I went for like the top of the shelf optics, but I feel like I probably should have done some more research first. It's the one I currently have on there, isn't it? Isn't this the one I already have on there? I thought it was. Okay, yes, that is the one I'm using. Got it. So let's go to the burrow. Get that sexy one that lets me kill hard with my mushrooms. Alright, now my barrel is good. And now I'm thinking any, Oh, does that have a silencer on it? Oh, shiza. I forgot about going silenced. Silencer would be better for most of my battles. We'll roll with what we got for now. Let's go back to the stock. Or ammunition. Yeah, that's a good idea. So I can get huge magazine size. But I use so much trigger discipline, I'm not worried about that much of an increase. Yeah, let's go with this one. So none of the stocks really make much improvement. We'll roll with what... Wait. I think the one we have is the worst one, though, isn't it? Yeah, that's what we have. But we lose range and gain stability. And then we lose range and stability with that. So this makeshift one's actually better than... It's interesting. Alright. Our weapon's probably about as good as it's going to be, boy. Oh, yes, please. All of this. Alright, let's roll with that. Is this my ammunition station? Because I need shotgun ammo. Lots of it. Let's see, Turbo says, Brian Chambers, what's with the theme? Oh, thank you. Good call, Turbo. Let's get to that. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else, because I want to get to the second question of the night, too. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I wish Miko was watching for tonight's question of the night. No, you punk bitch. I wasn't trying to do that. For crying out loud, that was an accident. Oh, wait, I can actually just craft a gun? Actually, yes. Do exactly this and give Homeboy the other armor. And you can wear the ghillie suit. Oh, wear the ghillie suit. You gonna need a ghillie suit. Better get your ghillie suit on and get off in this groove. The groove of the ghillie suit. Alright, got all that. Got both of those. Let's make sure we don't have anything else we need to drop off. Are we good? Oh, we got sniff out the weed. Sniff out the devil's weed. Oh, you better sniff it, you know. That is crazy. This thing just started playing out of nowhere. At ease, Chief. Alright, anything else need to get dropped off? Keep on walking, I ain't talking to you. Funky draws. Alright, was it bedtime or what? I think it's bedtime actually. Yeah, so it's night. Let's get to work. Oh shit, I have not been keeping it. I swear to God it was just 11 o'clock. Now it's 1 a.m. Keep you guys so late for my like. So, the theme of the night, and then we'll get to the last question. We'll play a little more. We'll get up out of here. The hurt easy, forgive easy is actually talking about. It came from something I was thinking about with me. I think we might be getting some cutscenes here, so I don't want to get too deep into it. But the simple gist of it is, a lot of people don't know because I seem like a kind of cold and unemotional guy. That, believe it or not, it's actually very easy to hurt my feelings. I think the difference between me and a lot of people is there's really only one way to do it. And so when I think about, we talk about people being sensitive or hypersensitive, but my answer is always every human soul is hypersensitive to something. I would submit that some of us are just more sensitive to more things than others, but you can find anybody's red button, right? Every person has an emotional trigger that you can get at. And really do damage to them if that's what you wanted to do, unless, they're trained in how to deal with it. But the easy to hurt, easy to forgive comes from, if it's easy to hurt you, be quick to forgive, because it's really easy when we're being hurt by another person to want to throw judgment at them, to want to hate them, to want to tear them down because they're hurting us. And that hatred and that wanting to fight is actually a defense mechanism from hurt. Hate and anger are defense mechanisms, not necessarily aggression machines. And they can be both, obviously. But if it's easy to hurt your feelings in an area, be just as easy to forgive in that area, because you have to be aware of the fact that you are more likely to be hurt, especially in what I find in so many situations is when we get hurt, so many times the person causing the hurt is not intending to. Now, there's obviously the other side of that where people are deliberately trying to hurt you, but that's a separate discussion. It was more just saying, if it's easy to hurt you, make it easy for you to forgive and be quick to forgive, because if you haven't heard my podcast on this, I can't recommend it enough. It's in terms of what I think the concept of the idea is, it's one of my better ones. If it's easy to hurt me in an area, I need to be quick to forgive in that area for my sake, because forgiveness is a selfish act, not selfless. I think forgiveness has been bastardized by people who have been preaching for a long time these kind of pseudo versions of altruism that to me are just driven by elitism, and Americans have kind of had it pretty good for a while, so every society gets bitchy when it gets really good for most of the people, right? Because we become entitled, and then we become easier to bruise because we're used to things being good. We don't like it to go back to bad. The endowment principle. But for my people, so what I should have led with is I don't hold grudges, ever, against anybody. because it's a waste of my emotion. And I meet people like, yo, I hold grudges. I'm like, that's cool. And if it works for you, keep doing it. If I did that, I'd waste a lot of energy. Right? So I never hold grudges. Even against people I don't like, which are the list of people I don't like is probably one guy. You know what I mean? Seriously. I can usually get along with anybody, even if they're flawed and have issues, but I don't hold grudges, not because I'm a good person, but because I learned early in life that holding grudges hurts the holder more than it hurts. Like, the person you're holding a grudge against doesn't give a fuck about you. And so I would be wasting all of this emotional capital hating a person who is indifferent towards me. And how do I know they're indifferent? Because they did something wrong to me and obviously don't give a shit about it. They're off enjoying their life. So, but forgiveness sets us free. Think of forgiveness. I'll kind of give a cliff notes to the podcast. Think of forgiveness the way business does. There have been people who have owed me money in business. But you eventually get to a point where chasing them around for the money they owe you, it wastes a lot of your time. It wastes a lot of your emotional capital too, because when you're dealing with that, you're dealing with someone who's done you wrong. Intentionally, unintentionally, doesn't matter. There was an agreement. The agreement was broken. But chasing that person around forever to get your money is the same as not forgiving them. And so we're not going to erase the fact that this person did something that was wrong to us. In fact, we're going to learn from what they did wrong so that we can adjust our behaviors and how we deal with them. So in the customer analogy, what that would usually teach me is never sell to this person again and do your best not to market to these types of people. Right? Assuming that it wasn't like some extenuating life circumstance where they just couldn't help. You know, they couldn't pay you or whatever. That's a different story. But someone who is deliberately just breaking their agreement. Chasing them around forever is going to eat up a lot of the time in your business that you could be focused on either getting more revenue from somewhere else, cutting expenses, which immediately operationally makes your revenue go up, or going out and serving the people in your business better, right? So forgiving the debt means you're forgiving your side of the condemnation of the person, right? So I'm going to forgive the debt. And usually what a business will do is send that to a collection agency, which they will chase you around forever because they don't care. They hire people just to call you and bother the shit out of you. And so they'll chase you around, they'll get the money, and they'll split a piece. Part for me, part for them, everybody wins. Yay. That's a much better way to get what's owed you, even though you're only going to get part of it, if you do it that way, rather than chasing that human around and wasting all your time. So if it's easy to hurt you, be just as easy to forgive people. Because holding the grudge is holding you captive, not them. That's the point of tonight's topic. Thanks, Turbo, for asking. Anjo says, damn, I thought some lo-fi was playing. It was. I had a lo-fi station pulled up for the beginning of the show, and it just randomly started playing out of nowhere. So, Ghost in the Machine. I wonder if you could approximate it by mixing Kix. Kix wouldn't work. Cocoa Puffs. I think you could do Cocoa Puffs. Lucky Charms would be the marshmallow, but here's where we're going to run into the issue. We could take out Kix, replace it with ice cream cones, but I think they stopped making that too, unfortunately. Kix wouldn't work. You did it, Kaz. You did it! Yes! Replace the Kix with honeycomb. Cocoa Puffs. And then all we have to do is figure out which cereal has chocolate-covered marshmallows. Because the Lucky Charms supply the marshmallow, but not the chocolate. It's honeycomb and Cocoa Puffs. And who has chocolate-covered marshmallow? Kaz! For the W! Love it, Kaz. Well played. No chocolate-covered marshmallows, but you can get them on Etsy. The problem on Etsy is, are they the cereal kind where they're dried? Because if it's it needs to be dried marshmallows like Lucky Charms. Somebody's got to have, like, one of those weird off-brand cereals that nobody buys has to have chocolate-covered marshmallows. But, or maybe the Etsy does have the Lucky Charms kind. I shouldn't assume. Turbo says, I do think that a lot of people confuse forgiveness with reconciliation. Yeah, they do. Well, and they confuse it with, like, people ask me, B, if I forgive this person, do I have to start hanging out with them again? No, you don't even have to fucking like them. You can still hate them. Just stop giving them space in your soul, right? Don't hate them. You can still not like the person and avoid them and leave them the fuck alone. But don't give them space in your soul, right, is the key. So, yeah, good point, Turbo. I like that. Because people think, oh, if I forgive them, that means I need to go back to being nice. No, you don't. Forgiveness is an internal thing. You don't even have to tell them about the forgiveness. It's just, I am going to take this person off the hook. Basically, forgiveness is stop expecting this person is going to come make it right with you. And just make it right. Just say, okay, they're not going to give me closure. I am closing the fucking account because I don't have the emotional capital to keep giving to a person who already took my money. Now they're taking my fucking attention and anger. Stop it. Close the account. And same thing with life. Like, just close the account. It's not, let's go back to hugging and kissing and dancing together. It's just, hey, I forgive you because I ain't got time or energy to give a fuck about what you did to me while I'm trying to save the world. Apparently from itself. Hey, the tomatoes are growing. I see them. I see you, tomatoes. Keep working. So, and last question of the night. And then I'm letting y'all get... Actually, you know what? We're going to save the question for tomorrow because it's already 1 o'clock. And I need to let y'all get up out of here and have a life where you don't have to listen to a big-headed, light-skinned guy scream at you for an hour at a time. Kaz says, I've not found them yet. Okay, we got to keep looking, Kaz. But I think Honeycomb answers the call. Kix is not sweet enough. That's why Kix wouldn't work. But Honeycomb and Cocoa Puffs could do it. Or just the Lucky Charms and Cocoa Puffs. Maybe just mixing Lucky Charms and Cocoa Puffs is it. I got to do some experimentation. Kaz, you're the man. And yeah, if I have to live with the not chocolate covered marshmallows, it's fine. I'm just trying to make it all authentic. Okay. Yeah, I got to work on that. Turbo says, I've been told because I won't reconcile, I haven't forgiven. Well, you know, reconcile, I wonder if it's a spectrum and not like a end all be all thing, right? And all or nothing. Like, how we define reconcile becomes very important in that statement, right? Like, what do you mean I haven't reconciled? Like, if this person shot me, are you really expecting me to go to them and be like, hey man, that time you shot me, listen, it's water under the bridge, baby. Like, what? Like, do I need to go be friends with people that were trying to kill me with RPGs because I haven't gone to wherever their village is, if they're still alive? Be like, hey man, that time you tried to kill me, remember we invaded your country for no reason? Listen, sorry about that, but you also tried to kill me. So, hey, can we... Let's be cool, man. All right. Yeah, that's silly. Like, how are we defining reconcile? And what type of risk are you going to have to put yourself in to reconcile? Like, should I be reconciling with the people who sent me death threats because I didn't review their favorite video game properly? Should I call that guy up and say, hey, man, water under the bridge that time you tried to kill me on the internet? Fuck him. I have to like his ass or be nice to him. Fuck him. If he's on fire, I'll spit on him. You know, I don't want him to completely lose his life because he's an idiot, but fuck him. Yeah, like the whole world, Turbo, I'm convinced, has just been wrongly taught that being good is the same thing as being nice. And it just fucking isn't. Like, being nice is so fucking overrated. Now, being kind, being pleasant, being polite, yeah, be those things, but being nice, like, hi, how are you? Fuck you. It's how I am. Why are you talking like that? Get your ass out of here. So, yeah, now, I don't know that I'm right, Turbo. I just, the person that says you haven't forgiven somebody because you won't reconcile. Well, what if that person is abusive? And what you're calling reconciliation is getting back into a relationship with someone who's just going to keep doing the same dumb shit I just had to forgive them for. Like, in order for there to be reconciliation, they need to change. There needs to be repentance and a walking away from their bullshit. Otherwise, like, that reconciliation is a two-way street. But what am I talking about? Sounds to me like whoever said that to you was manipulative. Whew. Let's see. Hardest says, I think Golden Grams. Golden Grams have the covered marshmallows, don't they? Damn it, Lisa. You all right. Golden Grams might have the marshmallows that we're talking about. And then we bring in the honeycomb. We bring in some Lucky Charms for backup. We bring in some Cocoa Puffs. And we got Rocky Road cereal. Oh, man, I love hanging around smart people that think of shit like this. Because my brain just does not go there. I love you guys, man. Thanks. Thanks for making me less dumb, team. Appreciate that shit. Malto Meal sells a s'mores cereal. And chopped walnuts. And boom, Rocky Road cereal. Cool. S'mores cereal would do it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'll look into that, too. Count Chocula has the marshmallows. Yeah, Count Chocula doesn't have... Count Chocula is in the same boat as the Lucky Charms. Or Count Chocula was my favorite cereal growing up. Once... Like, Count Chocula is what I went to after they stopped making Rocky Road, because it was the closest thing to it. But it's the same as the Lucky Charms. But... Count Chocula may work better than the Lucky Charms in the mix, so Ursula's on to something. Yes. Yeah, Turbo. I think that's 100% fine. Yeah, totally. Angel says Malto Meal has Cocoa Ruse. Cocoa Ruse? What's a Cocoa Ruse? The marshmallows are called Marbits. Nice. Turbo says, I think a lot of those manipulative people were in my life. Yeah, unfortunately. They do pop up from time to time. Some of us run into more of them than others, unfortunately. Angel says, bro, looking at cereals bringing up old memories. Stephen Harvey says, Cocoa Puffs for the chocolate milk backup game. Yes, sir. And Ursula said, Count Chocula, same deal. That drinking that milk, you know, the best meal, the best breakfast for junk food. Bring it in. Bring it in. I want you to get a bowl of Count Chocula. And I want you to get the strawberry Pop-Tarts, the pastry Pop-Tarts, not the ones that have the sugar shit, death to your teeth on top of it. The pastry Pop-Tart that has the holes in it. And in fact, if you can get Toastums instead of Pop-Tarts, they taste better and are cheaper, because that's the shit they sold to poor people when I was poor. Because yes, I spent a stint in my life being poor. And I ate a lot of Toastums, which I found at that time actually tasted better than Pop-Tarts. So if you could find the Toastums version, go that route. But you'll probably have to shop at like a military food place or a place where they sell shit to poor people. Food Lion, if you got one. But yeah, sometimes the stuff they market to poorer people, it's better than the shit they sell to people with money. But that strawberry Pop-Tart or Toastum, pastry style, not with the icing. Count Chocula, microwave the tarts first. Eat those warm, eat the cereal cold, drink the chocolate milk at the end. You've just met Jesus. You're welcome. Waiting for all the comments that tell me that's nasty. Broken Super says B's going to end up a mad scientist, only instead of beakers of differentially colored viscous liquids, it'll be mixtures of every cereal. That is probably not wrong. Lisa says it's a mix of Golden Grams, Cocoa Puffs, and marshmallows. Cool. Well, the Golden Grams are challenging because they get soggy so fast, a lot like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I guess tonight's question should have been, what's your favorite kid cereal? The s'more cereal, I mean. Gotcha. Got it. Okay. So I think I've had s'more cereal before, so I think I know what you're talking about. All right, I got the list. I'll take it with me next time I go to the grocery store. Stephen Harvey says, in the plastic bag. Hell yeah, in the plastic bag. Some of that plastic bag cereal was better than the good stuff. Like Fruit Loops in the plastic bag to me was better than real Fruit Loops. Serious. Because you want to talk about the... I used to be able to walk to my Food Lion when I lived in the damn near... It wasn't technically the projects, but it's like that place, Ryan knows, Kickitan Road. Like, it ain't the projects, but damn. Like, it's where they had originally planned to build the projects. And then they just moved them, you know, and we got like the upgraded projects. Because one of the houses I used to run by, I used to wave to this old couple who would sit on the porch, not knowing that that old couple was a front for a fucking crack house that got shot up. Luckily, I was back. This is when I was in college. I was back home when the shooting happened, so I didn't hear it. I would have heard it if I had been in my apartment. Which, in where I used to live, hearing gunfire was kind of the thing. It's Monday. It's 9 o'clock. Here they come. But yeah, like we had a spot in a similar neighborhood not far where you could hear the gunfire come up the road and then go down the road. And the woman's house I was having dinner at actually told, let's go sit on the porch and wait for the gunfire. It's like, where the fuck? What Twilight Zone ass town did I decide to go to college in where they shooting all the time? Tristan says, Toastums were the truth. Bruh, I'm trying to tell everybody. I'm trying to be the prophet for Toastums. Like, fuck a Pop-Tart. Get you a Toastum. Like, and if I could find Little Juan's burritos, that's another thing they sell in the poor areas. That shit is the best microwave burrito. I would eat 7 of those every day if they didn't have shit that would probably kill you in a year from eating them. Like, I would tear that shit up. Ursula doesn't like chocolate cereal. I get it. It isn't, you know, it's flavored chocolate milk, basically. It's just fodder for chocolate milk. That's all it is. Sugar snaps. Yes. So sugar snaps or sugar smacks? Am I saying that right? Because now it's honey smacks, but it used to be called sugar smacks. And then now I think it's Golden Crisp was the next iteration, because wasn't it Sugar Smacks, then Honey Smacks, then Super Golden Crisp? Isn't that the order it all went in? Had the little animal, can't get enough of that Golden Crisp. He was such a pimp. That dude, the Golden Crisp guy, you know, he'd be messing with other animals. It's like, que pasa, Toro? Pasa your cereal, Sugar Bear. And then Sugar Bear be, Olay. You ain't getting my cereal, ho. I'm Sugar Bear. Cornflakes is pretty good without sugar. Yep, you get the sugars from the milk in the cornflakes when you eat it without the sugar. It's a nice little subtle kick at the back of the tongue there. I agree. Lisa says, I love the bags, cheap and tasty. When I spent my stint poor, the shit I got experience to, I'm like, why isn't this in the not poor part of town? This is better. Like, what? Rich people suck. Like, damn, these poor people got it figured out. Name brand was Smacks. Got it. Thank you, Turbo. Yeah, and you got to be old to remember Sugar Smacks because it doesn't exist anymore. It's all Honey Smacks. Now, I don't even think Honey Smacks exists anymore. I think Sugar Bear is done. I think they retired his ass. Kicks mandated sugar. Oh, it's funny. That is funny. Well, I appreciate the conversation, gang. This has been fun. I'm going to... Oh, I forgot to go give the gear to the fellas. And they're probably going to talk to me in it. Yep.
Hey, old-timer, Greenhorn. Word has it you want to pay a visit to the power plant.
Yeah, honeycomb is delicious.
Yeah. I take it you have something to contribute?
Camel, you'll need it unless you're planning on shooting your way in. That would be entertaining. Don't get me wrong, but it would also be fucking suicide. I know where our favorite oddball Tarrakin stashed the NAR uniforms. He showed me before when I was doing a little job for him. You should grab those uniforms the first chance you get. Go to the building adjacent to radar control, 3rd floor. Pretty dumb place for a hideout, if you ask me. You can't miss it. Nobody can.
Turbo
Just watch out
says...
for the traps. I think he said they're voice activated or voice disarmed or something. Oh yeah, the old kook said something about the key hidden in the monument. You should probably get that first.
Okay. Turbo says, yes, enough with the old. 50 is not that old. I agree. I think old starts at 80. I don't consider anybody old until they're 80. Because then you've lived enough to be like, all right, we got this shit. Let's get out of here. Yeah, frosted mini wheats are way better than shredded wheat. Shredded wheat is horse food. Yeah, frosted mini wheats all day. Now, I have eaten the giant shredded wheat before where you have to break it before you put it in the bowl, and then you have to put sugar on it, otherwise you die, I think. I think that's on the box. Like, put sugar on this or it'll kill you. Like, all right. Here's what I wanted to check. Oh.
What's the plan, Khymynuk?
There you go. Get you some armor.
Are we doing something or not?
Your mama's doing something.
All right, Igor, what's next?
Now, I'm pretty sure I gave him armor. I did. Awesomeness. Let's check here. Oh, so I get another shot at it. That's what I was hoping for. Thank you, game designers, for not making your game the way I was afraid you were going to. Just thank you. Who made this game again? I forgot. But thank you for not making it suck. Especially for what this game is, where everything is kind of not timed, but you have limited time to do things, and you can fail. But it's like, hey, we give you another shot, because I'm pretty sure there's a trophy associated with that too, and I didn't want to miss it. Alright, everybody's armored up. Everybody's weaponed up. And when we pick up Chernobylite again. So tonight we got done with 2 missions. That's not bad for as much talking I do. For as much talking as I do without playing the game. Getting through 2 missions isn't bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure this game's probably like a 10-hour thing. It's not taking terribly long to get through all this stuff, which I love, man. Shorter, more intimate experiences, I think, are going to become more and more. Because as the core gamer gets older and becomes more professional, we got lives, man. We got shit to do. Can I jump out this window? It's the first time I ever tried. Okay, even if I sprint, it won't let me jump out the window. So. Let's try this again. Oh, 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 oh. can't do it. No. Alright, we will leave that there. Or you lived out in rural. Yeah, I imagine that's what it felt like to live in Germany. Where you just, this is what we got, bruh. Get a pretzel, get some milk, get the hell out of my store. We ain't got no rocky road. Get your American ass out of here. The people on Hermitcraft heard that from, we're wrong. Cream of wheat's delicious if you have somebody that knows how to leave the lumps in it. If you can make cream of wheat with lumps, we're going to be really good friends. My wife does it. The lumps in her cream of wheat. That totally sounded innuendo, which, fine. My wife has beautiful cream of wheat. There you go, I said it. My wife has beautiful lumps in her cream of wheat. How about that? All right, let's take our pal Soundwave. My gifts that we were talking about. I'm glad I kept some of these for myself because I don't know if they'll be available forever. So maybe it's a collector's item one day. All right, so Wednesday. I'm done. Fuck it, I don't need them. I can't. I fucking can't deal. Oh. Yeah, like I need a brand. Just one brand with all this electronic shit to just make things for people who produce things instead of people who consume things. For Christ's sake, if this shit falls off my desk one more time because I turn my head too far. Fuck. You know, and yes, there is additional equipment I can buy, but it's not a vacuum. Everything you add to the system fucks up something about the system. Extension cords add bad grounding, which means I have to hear a loud ass buzz in my ear the whole time I'm playing the game. So, fuck it. Anyway, back to you guys. Lisa says, yes, need those lumps. Ryan's going to put some lumps in my cream of wheat. Well, I mean, we did profess our gay love to each other on the text message today in the group chat, didn't we? So, okay. I'll be ready when you get here, man. Just oil up, please. I'm old. B, do you remember Ralston? Why? The name sounds familiar, but I don't remember what it is. Suba says B's next cereal is called Just Dragon Flakes. It's a good one. I like that. Oh, God. All right, I got one more push for the book club down there at the left. If anybody here has not joined the book club yet, just remember the 52 book challenge has officially began. The start date hasn't hit to start reading, but I have issued the first book and you are allowed to start reading at your leisure. I recommend going ahead and getting the book so that you don't have to wait for it to come during the week when you should be reading it, which is why I'm sending out all of the book recommendations 2 weeks before they're due. So basically when you get that text message from the book recommendation, you've got 2 weeks to get it and read it. All right. So I wanted to have some leeway time in there for people ordering books because stuff could get delayed, etc. And we'll have mulligans and shit in the challenge. Like if somebody's like, yo, B, I ordered the book, but you know, Amazon burnt to the ground because Jesus finally came back and said all the shitty businesses had to go. And it's like, all right, so we'll give you an extension. Just, you know, and so with stuff like that, it's going to be on the honor system. I'm certainly not going to chase people around and babysit them for a challenge that's meant to help them. If you're cheating, you're just hurting you for your play. If you're cheating to get a PlayStation 5, which I guess technically you can't really cheat in this challenge because you still have to do the work. So, anyway. Stephen Harvey. Oh, Stephen Harvey, look, bottom left-hand corner of the screen is how you join my book list. and we're running a 52 book challenge for 2022 to read one book a week for the year. And then at the end of the year, technically it will go into 2023 because we started it in the second week of 2022, technically. Or not really. That's not true because I sent the book out the first week and then the challenge. The challenge will carry over into 2023 for the last book. But I think I also made the last book something fun and easy to read so that it's like a celebration and not like, oh God, one more of these fucking books. I'm positive I made the last book like a read that you can get done very fast and just enjoy it and high five yourself for getting through the challenge. So yeah, if you text the word books to 833-576-2460 right there on the bottom left hand corner of your screen, you will be on my book list and then automatically entered to participate if you choose to in our 52 book challenge, which at the end of the next year wants everybody. So we read the books, and then within a week you have a week to read the book, or you have 2 weeks, 1 week to procure the book and then a week to read it and then summarize it. And what I mean by summarize is not a book report, because that would get really arduous and I don't think people would be able to keep up with that. It would get really tedious. It's just a simple, doesn't have to be anything terribly long, but just here is the one thing I took away from this book, right? And here is how I plan to apply it to my life right now today. And that's the write-up. So the write-up shouldn't take anybody more than 20 minutes tops, each week to knock that out. 20 minutes even sounds long. If you have it, set up in your head, shouldn't take that long. But yeah, so that's the 52 book challenge, and I saw you just joined, so thank you, brother. Looking forward to hanging with you. Oh, and the first book, let me go ahead and give it to you because the text message has already gone out, and you won't get it. A lot of people won't get it, so because a lot of people, when I streamed on TikTok today, a lot of people joined the challenge. That was Miko Kemps, because Miko tracks all the emails for the business, because she's technically the operator. I just live here. But she was like, she's essentially my COO. And she was checking the email. She came in after the stream like, damn, bruh, what did you say? We've never had this many people join in a single day. I was like, yeah, I know. They were fired up with whatever I said. But here's the book for you, brother. Try to get it on screen so you can actually see it there. And if you're on Discord, it's posted on Discord too. So if you don't want to jot this down or anything, you can just go to Discord and get it. But it's Turning Pro by our pal and fellow veteran, Stephen Pressfield. Great dude. Had the chance to interact with him a couple years back. Freaking just super, super, super pleasant guy. I wasn't blown away because his books, the way he writes, makes him sound like he'd be a really pleasant guy to be around. But just when I talked to him, I had actually sent him a Merry Christmas message 3 years ago, I think, and just said, hey, I've just gone through reading like the majority of your books this year, and I just wanted to let you know it changed my life, sir. Thank you for this calling that God gave you that you answered. Thank you, because there's a lot of life changing, not just for me, but for the people who I shared this with. Because I got access to his books years before that, but I hadn't gotten through as many of them. And so it was like, yeah, sir, thank you so much. And he actually wrote me back, a really pleasant message. And I was, taken aback by, a New York Times bestselling author take some time out from his busy schedule of traveling around the world to talk to people about his books and about the things he's up to and coaching. He took time out and this was on Christmas Day, and the man responded. Took time away from his family to say hi to me. That's some gangster shit. Same with Jim Gaffigan was like that too. I sent Jim Gaffigan a joke one year, and he LOL'd me. I was like, yeah! I made Jim Gaffigan laugh, motherfuckers! I was like, that was one of my crowning entertainer moments. It was like, I made Jim Gaffigan laugh. I need to make that the title of one of my videos. I'm trying to remember what the joke was. Oh, he asked a question and I responded back with a joke. And God, I can't remember what it was. But he laughed. He was like, this guy. I was like, he made Jim Gaffigan. That'll be on my tombstone. Made Jim Gaffigan laugh. Lifetime Achievement Award. This guy made one of the most famous comedians ever laugh. I'll take that as a win. Oh, man. Yeah, Suba, this challenge is going to be good for you. You are not allowed to write more than 300 words. Or, yeah, you are limited to 300 words for the whole challenge. So, economy of words, because if you send me one of them emails that's 17 pages with questions, and you're like, hey, B, when you get a second? When I get a second? Motherfucker, when I get a millennia, what is this? But you, or I'll give you 500 words. I'll give you 500. Is that fair? No, I actually enjoy the shit you send me, dude, because it's so insightful, and there's so much good stuff in it. I'm like, did he have a question, or was he just trying to teach me this? Because I feel like I just learned a whole lot of shit, and I'm cool. Like, what was the question again? I feel like I'm getting schooled. He said, why you got to do me like that, B? For your sanity, and for Mizzy's too, bro. Because you'll be in there writing your goddamn memoirs about a book that only had 43 pages. Your shit will be longer than the fucking book for some of them. Oh, man. But, no, I like the shit you write. But I would challenge you, because I'm not asking for a book report. I'm asking what was the one takeaway and how are you going to apply it. So it's inherently intended to be a short. You know, my takeaway from turning pro, I won't say it here, but pretty much I've been listening to the people reading it talk. It's like, yeah, we all kind of got the same takeaway. Like, the one part of the book is like all of us are keying in on that part. And then Hunter said he keyed in on it because it's his second time reading it. I think he did the challenge with us before. He had said he got a different takeaway that was really powerful. And I remembered that part of the book. And I was like, yeah, that's a good one too. All right, Steven's heading to bed. We all are, my brother. Oh, look, we're even getting bots that resemble the game we're playing. How cool is that? Means people overseas must be watching this. Which makes sense. I do have a contingent of people, because I play these types of games, the people from the countries that like these games more than Americans will tend to watch the show. Which is really cool. I met some cool cats from that side of the water. She says, true, my keyboard is loud and she hates it. Oh, man. My friends hear it over mic and always say I'm writing to Santa. Yeah, and I have a clacky keyboard, so you can't not hear that shit. Like, that's the other reason why I'm not playing PC games, because the whole stream is just going to be this. It's like, we're screwed. Put the Ranger handbook in there, sister. Yes. You know what, though? Like, no bullshit. That might not be a bad idea. Because I do have something related to that in the challenge. It was written by a Ranger. That gives you a hint. Anyway, man, I love you guys. This has been a lot of fun. And it's this show has been getting more and more fun for me, which is a really good sign. Because usually in, like I'm a perfect mixture of entrepreneur and artist. Like, I have both DNAs. And in my past, art usually always gets, eventually, I get tired of it and I want to do something else. This is one of those rare things where I'm enjoying it a lot. And even my wife is like, you got to keep doing it. She's like, it's the stupidest thing in the world, like, in terms of trying to explain it to somebody. Like, wait, entrepreneurs come and hang out and y'all talk business, but you play video games? I'm like, babe, like, it's not new. This is just entrepreneurs hanging out at the bar. It's just, instead of watching the game on TV, they're watching a video. It's not different shit. It's just packaged differently. This is just people getting together to share ideas while there's something playing in the background. I said the problem is people see video games, because video games are so prolific in the media, they think, oh, it's a gaming show. Well, technically, we talk about gaming quite a bit and we play games, but it's really more about the hangout is the important part. It's where everybody comes. I said, babe, it's, Ryan said it best, it's the campfire. I said, or for us, soldiers, it's the bonfire, where we lit a bunch of shit on fire and we're all hanging out after the fight, in the middle of our camp, where we're all, quasi-safe behind enemy lines. But it's one of those things where everybody comes together to build each other up. so we can go to bed and get up tomorrow and kick ass. I said, the gaming is the smallest portion of the show. She's like, I know that. You know, I was like, I know I'm preaching to the choir. I said, but yeah, it is crazy, but for whatever reason for now. And I think there is hints of a lot of the things I've watched, a lot of the things I've seen. I model some of the things we do after it, because media is going through some pretty significant changes. The expectation of the viewer is very different. Viewers expect you to be quite a bit more personable. You know, who's that actor? God, can't remember his name. But he talked about, he hated how Hollywood was changing. And this was, I remember him talking about it in the early 2000s. And he was just saying, you know, as actors, we used to have what's called mystique, where you didn't really know about our real lives. You only knew us as the actors. He's like, and that was more fun because, you know, the mystique is what makes us celebrities. That's what makes people seek after us, is they don't really know us, but we do things that bring them joy. And he's like, there was a joyful exchange in that. He's like, now everything's so open, we're all so connected, and that's not bad. It's just different, you know. And he's like, and I liked the old way better. And there's some truth to that, where, you know, audiences want to be connected. They want to feel a part of the journey, a part of the story. Not that they didn't in the past, but now we have the technology that enables it. And it's like, humans, man, we want to be connected. It's the bottom line, you know. So I'm enjoying this, and I said all of that to say thank you, because you guys have made this tremendously pleasant for me to come here every night and just talk shit, and hopefully also say things that bless your life, because that's really at the heart of everything we're trying to do here, is bless your life, give you something that you can take with you, and make life better for you and your tribe. So hopefully we've done that tonight. I love you guys much. We are stronger than I. We're back at it tomorrow with our good pal, the dad of boy. I'll see y'all then. Peace.